'cause you know we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey good people. Happy Friday to everybody. I was just making a post on my Facebook. Hold on. How's everybody Friday going so far? Hopefully it's good, good. Hopefully it is going good. It is Friday, right? Yeah, it's Friday. It It's about to be Mother's Day weekend. So happy Mother's Day to everybody in advance. Just in case I don't get to tell y'all on Sunday, but I may just hop on just to tell you anyway. But happy Mother's Day weekend to all the mothers. Listen, I hope y'all turn out, hug yourself, and turn up and turn out this weekend. It's your weekend, you know what I mean? You only get once a year, even though Mother's Day is every day. We celebrate it once a year, but it's really every day. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, even the ones that didn't actually birth the child, but had to stand in place, you know, sometimes maybe aunties and I don't know, neighbors, teachers. Happy Mother's Day, you guys. Happy Mother's Day, okay? Listen, I'm sure we all deserve a good pat on the back, honey. I tell everybody, if you raise your child until they're grown and gone, honey, you should automatically get a ticket into heaven, okay? You should automatically just be able to go to heaven, just ascend up, just go on up there, honey, because you deserve it, child. Y'all know being a mother is not always easy, but guess what? It's very rewarding. Very rewarding. I love it. I wouldn't take it back. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thanks to my supporters. Thanks to my members. I love y'all a lot. Y'all just don't know how much I do. I love and appreciate everything that you guys do for me. So we are back here today yet again to talk about who? Korra and Mr. Justin, honey. Because listen, Mr. Korra Obidi, that's what they call him, Mr. Korra Obidi. Justin Dean, Mr. Korra Obidi. He showed out again today, y'all. He showed out again. We're going to play the video. We're going to break it down. And I'm going to point out to you guys, even though I know y'all smart, but I love to just break it down and show it in simple, you know, just show it all, right? I'm going to show y'all where this man just lined out both sides of his neck, both sides of his mouth, his nose, his eyes, just a liar. A liar, liar, liar. And the thing about it is the reason why he does this, because he know he can get away with it for those that follow him, okay? Some people just know no matter what, the people that follow them, they can come out here and just say anything they want and they'll believe it. That's why I tell people, don't believe what I say. Go look behind me. Check up on it yourself. Google or, you know, do whatever you got to do to find out the information yourself. Just don't rely on everything that I tell you, okay? Go do the research for yourself. But in Justin's case, he'll spit something out there because he knows that his followers will take it and run with it. And that is what he did today. Well, that's what he do every day, to be honest with you. When he comes out and speak his so-called truth, when he speaks his so-called truth, he does it in a way to make people believe that what he's saying is true, but it's not whatsoever. But you got to be a little bit smarter than him, and that ain't that much because Justin is not smart. So smart people can see through his bullshit. The ones that believe him are the ones that want to believe him. They have a hate for Korra, so anything he says, they're going to believe it, okay? Tanya said he's been cutting up all day, been mind-blowing, been blowing me. I had to make a couple of blunt paragraphs. Girl, I don't comment on his page, and neither do I comment on Korra's page. I was going to comment on Korra's page, but I was like, nah, I don't want to be biased, so I'm not commenting on her page. But you know, and I definitely won't comment on his page because, you know, I'm not going to give him that credit. Hell no. Okay. Not saying that y'all can't, you know, you can do whatever you want to do, but I'm not giving him that credit. So we're going to break down the video today that he put out because, you know, he can't go. This man, it baffles me how he comes out and say, I just want to do educational content. I just want to teach people how to use their hearts and their hands and their mouth and their feet and their arms because, you know, I'm a doctor, a chiropractor, and I just want to teach people how to use different parts of their body to survive. And I want to put out good content, but y'all won't let me. He ain't put out no good content yet. He ain't talked about anything that got to do with educational chiropractor, nothing yet. Why is that? Huh? Because that's not his interest. His interest, his platform is to tear Korra down. His platform is to ruin Korra. He can't stand that Korra has the love that she's receiving from her followers, her supporters. He can't stand it. He can't stand it. So his platform is designed to try to get as many people as possible to believe him and not her. Okay. She said, this video I'm talking about nothing but lies. Oh, yeah. Oh, she said, this is the video I'm talking about, nothing but lies. Oh, yeah, we're going to break down the lies, honey, especially the one about the UK, baby. Now, you know, come on. The way he said that, I was like, oh, my God. And I'm going to point it out. I'm going to point it out because the way he said it, oh, my God, you got to be a dummy to not have caught what he was doing. This is my disclaimer. My disclaimer says that I have the right to comment, use this material for commenting, criticism, news reporting, teaching, and scholarship and research. Okay, this is a fair use act, and it permits me as a blogger to use his material as long as I am doing it for the purposes that I just mentioned. Okay, which means he cannot take my video down for copyright infringements. And I love YouTube, you guys. If you are on Facebook and you keep getting your videos blocked for copyright infringement or Privacy Act or something like that, come over there, YouTube, because YouTube allows you fair use, okay? YouTube allows you fair use, but now it does have to be a balanced fair use. You can't just go steal somebody's video and post it on your page. It has to be the purpose of commenting, research, criticism, news reporting, okay? And right now, that is what I'm doing as a blogger, okay? I love my part-time job as a YouTube blogger. I love it, okay? So anyway, let's carry on about this video he just did today. Of course, what did I tell y'all yesterday? What did I tell y'all? I said when Justin Dean looks at the amount of money that she has received from GoFundMe, he's going to act up. Didn't I tell y'all that? I told y'all he was going to act up. We knew he was going to come back with a video today because she is almost half. Like she asked for 100K for her GoFundMe, and I want to say she's almost 50K. Let me check it right quick. The last time I checked, it was like 49K. Oh my God, you guys. Oh, I got to show it to you. She is at 50K, and this is in less than 2 days. In less than 2 days. She did this yesterday, you guys. She is at $50,096. He can't stand it, you guys. He can't stand it. He can't stand it. She's at 50K, okay, already. Even though he's mad as hell about her receiving one dime, right? And he's going to talk about it in this video as well. You know, that stays on his mind. He wasn't going to do a video without mentioning this GoFundMe because it's burning in his soul. He can't take it. He is making him miserable. Every time these numbers go up, and I guarantee you by the time I get off this live, it's probably going to be another couple of thousand. He is watching this more than me. He's watching it more than you. He's watching it more than Korra. He's watching these numbers more than Korra. And it's burning him up inside, okay? All right, here we go. This is the video that he did today because I told you guys today he was going to come out here and act a fool. And I told you the reason he was going to act a fool, right? Is because he knew in his heart that the Korra supporters was going to support her and support her heavily, and that's what they're doing, okay? And he can't stand it. So let's break this down right quick. Hold on, let me read Chanel. Welcome, Chanel, to the channel. And anybody that's new, please hit the subscribe button. Now, if you can't comment, and if you're in here and you can't comment, it means because you have to subscribe to my page in order to comment, because I had people just coming over here saying bullshit. And if you're going to say bullshit, I'm going to get credit for it, okay? So you're going to subscribe to my page if you want to comment, because you're not going to be able to just say anything to me and not be a subscriber. I should have been doing that a long time ago, but I wasn't. So now, in order for you to communicate, leave a message, all you have to do is go hit the subscribe button. It's absolutely free. Hit the subscribe button, and then you can come back and talk your head off, okay? All right? Now, I did have somebody yesterday they went and subscribed just so they can come back and leave some smart under the thing. That's fine, because guess what? I get credit for that smart comment that you left, but you're not going to leave smart comments under my post and you're not a subscriber. Okay. So let me get the credit for your smart comments, because if not, then you're not going to be able to leave smart comments under my post. Okay. All right, here we go, you guys. Let's break it down. This is him today.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing? So I have a lot of interesting things coming today. Anna Luisa's coming back over, and we're gonna do some educational content. But essentially, it's kind of interesting. Things are going on social media. Why am I even speaking about this on social media? I am fully aware that this is not great for, this is not at all the way I wanted to do this. I don't even know what I'm trying to.
I'm going to stop for a minute and, yes, listen, I just received a $50 super chat. It says, "Happy Mother's Day, sis. Thank you for championing women, mothers, and those with small voices. You are forever the GOAT. Tinkers." Thank you so much. I appreciate this from the bottom of my heart. Okay. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you. Now, listen, I'm going to stop right here because he literally just said that Annalisa, I guess that's somebody he works with. I don't know who that is. She's coming over and we're going to do some educational content. And he said he was going to post it today. I just want to take you to his page right quick. This is his page on Facebook, okay? Do you see where he posted anything educational? No, these are all rants about Korra and shit. Ever since he been back from Portugal, look at him. This is what he did. He says, "I want to use my page to educate. I want to use my page to teach people how to use their limbs and their body and their breathing and their whatever," right? Because he's a chiropractor, right? Show me. Since 2 days ago, he came back from Portugal, bashing Korra. Show me one video or post that he has on here. He looks like he don't even take a shower. I don't know. Maybe that's a different shirt. I don't know. Is it? Yeah, I think so, because this has pockets. Okay. Because he looked like he's doing all the videos in the same damn clothing to me. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's different. It just might be a color for him. Okay. But anyway, show me one video since he's been back where it's educational. Huh? It's all about Korra. But he says, "I want to use my page to teach people about their bodies and, chiropractor shit." But he's talking about his divorce from 2 years ago. Okay? All right? That's what he's doing. But anyway, I just wanted to point that out because he actually came on the day saying that he's about to shoot an educational video. Where is it? Where is it? This ain't it. Is this Angelique? Is the cat Angelica? Because that's who he said he about to do some educational videos with. Is this Angelica? Is the cat Angelica? Or Angelique or Angelica? Is this Angelica? The cat must be Angelica, huh? And all he says on here, "Even pets love my hands." And it's literally just a video of him rubbing the cat's head, okay? So where is the educational videos, huh? Where? There is none, okay? And we can even go back as far, longer than that. He went to Portugal, right? We know he was talking about her in Portugal, right? Where is his educational teaching? Where is the doctor's educational teaching? In this video, he's seeing these girls about to graduate, and he says, "Well, I bet you that you won't see them twerking," because he wanted to take a shot at Korra. "I bet you won't see them twerking." Okay? But that's no educational videos, none whatsoever. This right here is just a picture. He, trying to show off that he's being interviewed for CNN, which who saw it? I didn't. I don't think he was on CNN. Okay? I don't think so. But where's his chiropractor educational videos? This is about Korra. No, actually, this one is why I'm in Portugal. This is why he was in Portugal. This is him beating himself up. But majority of his videos, Korra, this was about Korra. No, is this about? No, this one in the airport. This is another. Anyway, y'all get what I'm saying. Where he eating in the airport at? The one he eating in the airport at was about Korra. This one. None of these videos is about educational chiropractor shit. None of it. You can go back and look at it yourself. The name of his page is Dr. Justin Dean DC. None of his videos is educational. Okay? It's all drama bullshit. Okay? Drama bullshit. But he says, oh, I just want to use my play. I want to be a good father. I want to be a good father and use my page to teach people about chiropractic bullshit. Okay. Anyway, let's go back. Here we go.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing? So I have a lot of interesting things coming today. Anna Luisa's coming back over, and we're gonna do some.
Oh, did I say Anna? Did I say Angelica? Okay, Anna Luisa is the same thing. Okay, Anna Luisa, Angelica is the same thing. Okay. Heard the name and I was like, I think I said Angelica. Angelica, Anna Luisa, same name, okay? Same name.
Some educational content. But essentially, it's kind of interesting. Things are going on social media. Why am I even speaking about this on social media? I am fully aware that this is not great for, this is not at all the way I wanted to do this. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Essentially, she's online complaining that her page is being demonetized when I have been actively saying for over a year, don't do this, it's a court order violation. Actively in the Talking Parents app saying don't do this. And the thing that pissed me off the most is while I was fighting to keep my kids out of the system, she's posting, and the system is threatening to put the kids in the system, and she's still posting the kids and harassing me. So it just showed a complete disregard, but I had to keep my mouth shut and protect my children until the system got out of the way.
Boom! Boom, shakalaka! Did you just hear what he said? Did you just hear what he said? I'm going to rewind it just a tad. I want you to listen closely because words are important, okay? I don't know if any of y'all just caught what he said, okay? But he contradicting today what he said yesterday, okay? Listen carefully and let me see if you guys get it before I tell y'all what it is. Let me see if you get it. Let me see. Hello to everybody that's coming to the chat. Hello to everybody that just tuning in. Tell me if you caught what he just said, okay?
You guys can see there's so much hate going around on Facebook, and I've been just smiling and...
Hold on, let me go back.
It just showed a complete disregard, but I had to keep my mouth shut and protect my children until the system got out of the way.
What did y'all just hear him say? What did y'all just hear him say? Did y'all hear? Did y'all even get it? Well, let me tell you. I don't know if y'all got it, but let me tell you what he just said. He said, I have been telling her, because he's trying to say that he was the one trying to keep his kids off of social media, which we found out yesterday. Some of y'all been new, but I just found out yesterday that he's not even the one that asked the judge to keep his kids off of social media. The judge is the one that put it in place. Yes, Deanne. Yes, Deanne. Until the system got out of the way. Exactly. And you want to know why he said that? So let me just finish saying what I was going to say. And so I was told yesterday by you guys that he didn't even order the kids to be off social media. He wanted her to not be able to post the kids, but he asked the judge to allow him only because he said that was his only source of income. His main source of income was posting his children, and the judge got upset and said, no, how dare you come in here and bring your little ass up in here and ask me to order her to not post her kids and allow you to post them. No. Matter of fact, neither one of you guys can post them. How about those actors? Neither one of you guys can post your kids on social media now. Okay? But when he just said until the system got out of the way, what he's saying is he is admitting here, he is admitting that the system is no longer telling him he cannot post his kids. I'm going to rewind this again because he said until the system got out of the way. Okay, the system is what was telling him that he cannot, and she, both of them could not post their children. Okay, and then you're going to further say when the system got out of the way, that's when he took matters in his own hands. Listen to him. He's actually proving right here that Korra is telling the truth about the restrictions of not posting her children has been lifted. And he's doing all this shit right now because he is mad and want to be controlling, okay? He is lying to his fans and they will believe him because they are uneducated. You have to listen with your ears for clarification. This man literally just said until the system got out of the way. And then he's going to go on to say, I had to take matters into my own hands. Okay, I'm going to rewind it again for those that are in the back that can't comment because they want to say something negative, but they don't want to subscribe to my page. Okay, let's go. Thank you, Grace, for the super chat. She says, thank you for supporting Korra. We need to stand together for our sisters. Absolutely. Listen, I will always stand together for what's right. And when I find out it's not right, I'm going to dip up out of there, okay? But in this case, Mr. Korra Obidi, this dude right here, he's wrong, all the way wrong, okay? I can see it from a mile away. But thank you, Grace, so much for that super chat. I appreciate you. Here we go.
And the thing that pissed me off the most is while I was fighting to keep my kids out of the system, she's posting, and the system is threatening to put the kids in the system, and she's still posting the kids and harassing me. So it just showed a complete disregard, but I had to keep my mouth shut and protect my children until the system got out of the way. So it's unfortunate. So she's complaining that she's demonetized. It's like, I've been telling you for a year. You've known for a year. The system has been telling you to stop, and you won't stop. So I had to take matters into my own hands.
He had to take matters into his own hands. Now, you heard him say until the system got out of the way, okay? He said until the system got out of the way. And he's like, I've been telling you for a year. The system's been telling you for the year. But the system got out of the way, and that's why he figured he has to take matters into his own hands. They are no longer under those guidelines, okay? They're no longer under those restrictions of not posting the children. But he wants his supporters to believe that they are and that Korra is in violation. If Korra is in violation, she would what? Be in trouble, okay? She would be in trouble. When you violate the law, you get dealt with, okay? Apparently, she wasn't violating the law because she didn't get dealt with. It could have been very easy for him to go down there and say, she's violating the law, and they will look into it. And if she was violating the law, they would have done something, okay? Again, I'm just going to play it one more time. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. It just
showed a complete disregard, but I had to keep my mouth shut and protect my children until the system got out of the way. So it's unfortunate. So she's complaining that she's demonetized. It's like, I've been telling you for a year. You've known for a year. The system has been telling you to stop, and you won't stop. So I had to take matters into my own hands. And I have no desire to hurt anyone. I'm not trying to fight with her. I'm just trying to protect my kids. As you guys can imagine, you guys can see, there's so much hate going around on Facebook, and I've been just smiling and keeping my mouth shut for 2 years.
Smiling and keeping his mouth shut for 2 years. I am going to do a video, and I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do a video and put it on my page. I'm not going to say it's going to be anytime soon because y'all know I'm still moving. I'm still getting stuff together. But I'm going to do a video. He said he's been quiet for 2 years. And I'm going to post little snippets really fast, like not it's not gonna be no long video. But he said he's been quiet for 2 years, but I'm gonna post snippets of him speaking on his divorce, speaking on his relationship, speaking on his kid situation for the past 2 years. Okay, and I'm gonna put it all together and let y'all see that this man ain't shut the fuck up yet. Okay, he has not shut the fuck up yet about this. He's the one brought it to social media, and he's been talking about it ever since. The man has not been quiet at all. At all. I don't understand why people say that. I've been quiet. I've been quiet. You've been quiet where? When you were asleep? Huh? When were you quiet? When? He's been talking about this, whining about this, crying about this, bringing his mama in it, bringing everybody under the sun in it or whatever. Other people that he don't even know, then had people at his house that's been blocked up and stuff like that. This man has not been quiet at all, but yet he says he's been sitting back, sitting on his hand and shutting his mouth for 2 years. He's a liar. A liar.
Because I've been trying to just do the right thing, take the high road. And eventually, the high road is no longer the right road, because she's sitting here complaining about her money, her livelihood, and everything else. And everyone's like, oh, evil man, evil man. How could you affect livelihood and that kind of stuff? But nobody seemed to care when she destroyed my livelihood.
No, you destroyed your livelihood. The thing about it is, please, if anybody's in here, I know I keep saying this, but just know this man is the one that brought it to social media, and this is after Korra and her family begged him not to. They said, please do this divorce behind the scenes. Do this divorce privately. This is a private matter. We don't want this in the public eye, because they didn't want nothing to be brought, no harm, no danger, no pain to be brought to their daughters, right? So they said, please just do this behind closed doors. And he refused, okay? So he came out and posted that they were getting a divorce, but he never went and filed, and she divorced his ass, okay? But you're going to further hear this man say all of this will stop if she just keep her mouth shut. What? If she just keeps her mouth shut. He wants Korra to shut up, right? He wants Korra to keep her mouth shut like a good little girl, right? Good little girl, while he continue to talk and allow his supporters to continue to bash her. But he wants her to keep her mouth shut. And those are his words, not mine. You're going to hear it. This will stop if she just keeps her mouth shut. Keeps her mouth shut. Who are you? Wait till we get to that part, y'all. I hope I don't wig out when he says that, honey. Wait till we get to that part, because I got something for that ass, okay?
And I'm not saying this is revenge or anything like that. I'm saying that I don't want my kids on social media.
Did you hear what that man said? I gotta back it up, because he says, he says, she's worried about her livelihood. She's worried about her money. But did she care about my livelihood? Did she care about my money when she screwed me over? But this is not about revenge. It's only about my kids' safety. Negro, who are you fooling right now? Did you hear this man say, oh, she cared about her livelihood and her money, but did she care about my livelihood? Did she care about my money? But it's not about revenge. Well, then what is it about? But this is not about revenge. This is about my kids, keeping my kids safe. Lies, lies, and more lies, okay? More lies.
To just do the right thing, take the high road. And eventually, the high road is no longer the right road, because she's sitting here complaining about her money, her livelihood, and everything else. And everyone's like, oh, evil man, evil man. How could you affect livelihood and that kind of stuff? But nobody seemed to care when she destroyed my livelihood. And I'm not saying this is revenge or anything like that. I'm saying that I don't want my kids on social media. It's a toxic place, and I don't want my kids being used as weapons.
But if he don't want his kids on social media, why aren't any of his followers saying, if you don't want your kids on social media, then you take the first step and take them off of social media. Take all of their pictures down. His photo, and I showed y'all this yesterday, his photo, his cover photo has his children, but he don't want his kids on social media because social media is an evil place. He's a liar, okay?
You hurt me, and I don't want my kids being used by other bloggers to feed their children. It's It's a very rational, like, straightforward.
He don't want his kids by other bloggers being used, but he didn't strike their page. He only struck Korra's. Make it make sense.
Sort of way of thinking. So, as I'll remind you, she's online complaining that raising a GoFundMe and all these people are.
Here you go with that GoFundMe. Did you hear him? You knew he was gonna mention that GoFundMe. Look at his face when he said it, though, y'all. Look at his face when he said the GoFundMe. Look at his face, honey. That it just envy,
Like, straightforward sort of way of thinking. So, as I'll remind you, she's online complaining that raising a GoFundMe and all these people are out there supporting her, being like, oh, this horrible man's trying to affect your livelihood. Well, that didn't stop her from publishing a book, going online while my kids are on her lap to emotionally manipulate you all, to feel sorry for her as she's saying horrible things about their father and telling them to go destroy his business, making up fictitious claims to my board to try to get my license taken away. I mean,
none of it was fictitious. It was the truth. He just lucky his ass was able to keep his license. If he got his license, I don't even know. Because if he got his license, how does he have time? How the hell does a doctor have time to come online and do this shit every day? How? If a doctor, I wouldn't even want to be in this type of drama. Like, are you kidding me right now? Listen, I don't know if he still has a license or not, but this man has too much damn time on his hands, okay?
proof that she said she was going to do this, and she did it. So, to me, it's a complete conundrum. Why people support a woman doing evil, and when a man defends himself, he's considered not a man.
Here comes who had the bucket? I know Nancy had a bucket earlier. Her Korra's sister had a bucket earlier for the tears, because cry me a river right here. Here he go with the sympathy cries, okay? A man. Y'all support a woman, but you won't support a man. You support an evil, defiant woman. She's just horrible, possessed, all that. And you won't support an innocent man.
Or he's whatever. That's something that's really wrong with society. Men need to start speaking up. Men need to stand up for themselves. And staying silent in the corner as a horde of women just beat you up for crimes you never committed, it really takes a toll on your mental health. So I'm fighting back in public because it's the way to regain my mental health, regain control of my life, my self-respect. I can now look in the mirror and respect the man looking back at me. And that was not the case before, because I was sitting there having my entire life destroyed, my reputation, everything that I held, everything I loved dear. I will remind you guys that she put out a false restraining order on me. I actually lost custody of my children, and I had to spend $100,000, hired the best lawyer I could find, to prove her allegations were false. And I did indeed prove that her allegations were false in court, in front of a judge.
I don't believe him. Now, I wasn't on the case when this situation happened, but it's all too often that we have seen people file restraining order against their abuser, and the restraining order do not stick, right? Because either they didn't have the bruise wasn't bad enough, right? Their hospital stay wasn't long enough. They weren't able to prove the abuse. Now, she said this man slapped her around while she was pregnant and stuff like that or whatever. I don't even know if you can prove a slap or whatever the case may be. But just because the restraining order didn't stick don't mean that she was proven to be a liar. That doesn't mean that. It just means that he just wasn't caught, okay? He just didn't get caught. The restraining order didn't stand because there wasn't enough solid evidence for the slap, the push around, whatever the case may be, to be proven, okay? So now, I don't know, y'all can tell me, but I do not believe, one, he spent $100,000 on a lawyer, and I do not, because he said, you're going to hear him say a lawyer only costs $5,000. You're going to hear him in a few minutes say a lawyer only costs $5,000. Now, what a lawyer costs $5,000 at, and they live in California. Now, I know in Georgia, a lawyer didn't cost $5,000. So I know a lawyer costs more than $5,000 in Georgia. So I know it costs more than $5,000 in freaking California. You probably can't even talk. The $5,000 probably was just to talk to a lawyer in California, okay? Just to talk to a lawyer in California might be $5,000. But you ain't fighting nothing. You ain't fighting no case for $5,000. And I just so happen to read some of the comments up under her post today that she's talking. And some of these weirdos that's probably not even in America is saying, oh, your case is only going to cost $10,000. They know not what they speak. She lives in California, one of the most expensive states in America. And trust and believe, ain't no damn lawyer coming to her defense for no $10K. Now, not even a beginning lawyer. No one is fighting your case for $10,000. Okay? Nobody, not in California at all. Okay, let's go back a little bit because I want to hear this mofo say.
Because it's the way to regain my mental health, regain control of my life, my self-respect. I can now look in the mirror and respect the man looking back at me. And that was not the case before because I was sitting there having my entire life destroyed. My reputation, everything that I held, everything I loved dear. I will remind you guys that she put out a false restraining order on me. I actually lost custody of my children, and I had to spend $100,000, hired the best lawyer I could find.
He lost, listen, the restraining order and him losing custody was because he stole her daughter from her when she was breastfeeding. How old was the baby? The baby was like 4 days old, or I don't know, 4 weeks. But anyway, she was breastfeeding and he took the baby from her and kept the baby on his own. He did it against her will while she was breastfeeding and tried to feed her baby formula. Okay. That is why he temporarily lost custody of and he didn't lose custody. He just had a restraining order against the kids because he took the children. He tried to steal the kids. He did that to her. You know the story I was telling y'all about the other day, Priscilla, the one that the man, Alan Genson, the one that's now serving 10 years in prison. He was still her son occasionally as well. Stay out to steal the kids because they think they can control everything or whatever and try to hold the kids against the mother. Okay. So Justin got in trouble for doing that. And now he's trying to say he won something. You didn't win shit,
to prove her allegations were false. And I did indeed prove that her allegations were false in court, in front of a judge. And I won. And I gained custody of my children back. But that did not stop.
She agreed on 50% custody. Why? I have no idea. But she agreed to give him 50-50. I think it's because she said she didn't want her daughters to have daddy issues. But she agreed to give him custody 50-50.
Her from perpetuating the lies that she said on a restraining order in which I won, which I would prove over and over again that she's lying. She couldn't keep her story straight. And I won my custody of my kids back. So I've been through all of that, won in court, kept my mouth shut, and then those lies were perpetuated on the internet for money, for emotional manipulation. There is something wrong, like this, like there's something wrong with society where it's just like women are correct and men are the devil. Okay? Men matter too. My girls love me and I love my girls. Statistically, most prisoners grow up, most people that go to prison grow up in a home without a father. Okay? You put your kid up to every statistical disadvantage for not having a father in the home. So, like, I'm done. Like, I don't care the consequences. Like, if my daughters are being bullied at school, I don't expect them to just sit by for 2 years and let it happen and let it destroy their mental health, their physical, spiritual, mental health. I expect them to fight back. And how can I expect them to fight back and stand up for themselves if I don't do it? So, it's interesting. Am I obsessed with my ex? See, that's what toxic women say to try to
Why would he even read that comment? If he's not obsessed with his ex, why even read the comment? Look at his face, y'all. Somebody take a screenshot of that. Why would he even? This is gonna be my next poster. This is gonna be my next thumbnail. Let me take a picture of this right quick. My next thumbnail post picture of him. Okay. There we go. Let me keep this one, y'all. Let me go.
Credit solid facts. It's called gaslighting. When you present,
Wait a minute. What is he even
let
talking
it
about?
happen and let it destroy their mental health, their physical, spiritual, mental health, I expect them to fight back. And how can I expect them to fight back and stand up for themselves if I don't do it? So it's interesting. Am I obsessed with my ex? See, that's what toxic women say to try to discredit solid facts. It's called gaslighting. When you present rational, solid thought with a calm face and a clear demeanor, women mostly, men will do this too, will just come back with, you're jealous, you're not a man. They'll discredit you. That's called gaslighting. Okay? It's abuse. It's abuse. So,
All that because somebody asked him, was he obsessed with his ex? All that bullshit that he just spewed out his mouth because somebody asked him, was he obsessed with his ex?
you guys can just keep gaslighting me. It's fine. I know exactly what's
How can somebody gaslight you if you are a smart and knowledgeable? I don't understand. You can keep gaslighting me. You can keep gaslighting me. They're only gaslighting you. They can try to gaslight you, but you can nip it in the bud because you can be like, no, I know what you're doing. You can keep gaslighting me. You can keep gaslighting me.
true, and I know exactly who I am. Am I perfect? No. But I am not guilty of the things that she says online. So she can raise her money. I'll go in there without a lawyer and win, just like I've won every single thing else, because
He's lying, you guys. So let me make a correction because I said yesterday that he filed for custody 4 times and lost. Full custody, you guys. Full custody with no visitation and lost. I was incorrect. It was not 4. It's been 3. The sister confirmed it today. Nancy, she said it was 3 times that this man filed for full custody of his girls and lost. He tried to file for custody of the girls and have the mother to have no visitation. And yes, you heard me, and you heard me correctly. He did not want Korra to have visitation. So he wanted Korra to be deleted from their lives, from his girls' lives, completely deleted from their girls' lives. He wanted Korra to have no visitation rights. Okay. Yes, 3 times and lost.
follow the rules, and I'm taking care of,
But yet he said he won everything that he filed. He's a liar.
and I'm taking care of my children.
Sorry.
Men will do this too. We'll just come back with, you're jealous, you're not a man. They'll discredit you. That's called gaslighting. Okay? It's abuse. It's abuse. So, you guys can just keep gaslighting me. It's fine. I know exactly what's true, and I know exactly who I am. Am I perfect? No. But I am not guilty of the things that she says online. So she can raise her money. I'll go in there without a lawyer and win, just like I've won every single thing else, because I follow the rules and I'm taking care of my children. It's just not going to work. In fact, she's going to take that money, and then she's probably going to, it's not going to cost that much money to go to a single hearing. So she's going to pocket that and then go on a vacation. You might call that a scam.
See what he's doing? Why is he worried about what she's going to do with the money? Is his supporters giving her any of the GoFundMe money? Or is he helping her with the GoFundMe? Why is he worried about what she do with the money? If she took the money, put it in a toilet and shitted on it, it would be her business, right? Why is he worried about what she's going to do with the money? if it's all about her kids, the children, because it's not about the kids, it's about Korra. It's about Korra. Solely about Korra and her livelihood. He can't stand that she's getting this money. He's going to further go on and say it's only going to cost $5,000 for this, and then the rest of it she's going to spend it on her livelihood, and that's called a fraud. That's what he's going to tell them. It's called fraud. It's a fraud. It's illegal.
So I don't really care anymore. Truly don't. I'm still going to be making educational content. Anna Luis is coming over here in about an hour, and we're going to make some educational content. I haven't decided on which, and that's what I'm trying to figure out now. I might do it. We might start the sciatica series. I'm not sure. Or maybe we'll just do, I don't know. We'll see if she has something going on. Go to work. I do go to work. I charge $300 an hour, so I only really need to work maybe 3 or 4 hours a day to pay my bills.
Last week, he said 6 or 7 hours, remember? I see 6 or 7 patients out of the day, so I made plenty of money. So now today is 3 or 4, okay? Now today is 3 or 4, but last week it was 6 or 7. Next week, it'll be 12 or 15, okay? Mark my word.
And make a living. So, you know, and that's not a brag. It's just like people just don't understand business. You know, when you charge more money, you don't have to work as much. That's why I work for myself.
Okay. Why don't he post videos of his work? Huh? Why don't he post something like, oh, my next client is coming in, or I don't know if he has an office or they come to his house or he go to their house. I don't know how a chiropractor works. I've never had my neck popped or none of that shit or whatever, right? I don't know. I don't know if they're like physical therapy. I've been to physical therapy, right? Where you actually have to go to the office. But I do know people that with money or whatever tend to have physical therapists come to their home. I don't know how this shit works. But he's online too much throughout the day to have 3 or 4, 6 or 7 or 9 or 10 patients that he sees that he charged $300 to. I don't believe nobody is paying $300 to see this clown, and they know he got all this bullshit going on online, okay? Because if you paying somebody $300 for a service, I'm sure you'd have looked their asses up. Because you're not about to pay nobody $300 to do something for you, and you don't know what type of person they are, especially something like that, like a chiropractor. You look them up because you get to hire who you want to hire, all right, as a chiropractor. It's not like a heart surgeon that you go in there, you got to take whatever heart surgeon is at the doctor. But a chiropractor is somebody that you actually want to research and say, oh, do I want to go to him or do I want to go to that person? Let me look at his ratings. And you don't think they see all this damn drama going on online? You think they're going to be like, oh, let me pick him because I really want to hear about all that bullshit he's going through online. No, I don't believe him. Now, that's just me. I do not believe him.
So, yeah, I mean, throughout the last 2 years, there's been all kinds of lies. Like, I threw my daughter down and she got a concussion. And then she went live at the doctor's office trying to make the doctor agree that I gave her a concussion. And the doctor was like, oh, it was a bug bite. You know, constantly interrogating my daughter to try to make it twist her words to say something bad about me. And then bloggers carry it. Like, my kids are not going to be on social media. As long as that woman has custody of my children, my kids are not online. And it's going to take...
Now, did you hear what he said? As long as that woman has custody of my children, what the fuck does that mean? Please explain. Huh? Please explain. As long as that woman has custody of my children, they will not be online. And the way he talked, like they're just his and not hers. Let's go back a little bit, because did you just hear him say that? As long as that woman has custody of my kids, they will not be online. Let's go back a little. Which means that tells me he's planning something. Do you hear me? He's either planning to try to get custody from her again, or to unalive her or have her unalive so that she wouldn't be nowhere around and won't be in the kid's life, so he can post them on social media. That's what it sounds like to me, okay?
That's why I work for myself. So, Yeah, I mean, throughout the last 2 years, there's been all kinds of lies. Like, I threw my daughter down and she got a concussion. And then she went live at the doctor's office trying to make the doctor agree that I gave her a concussion. And the doctor was like, oh, it was a bug bite. You know, constantly interrogating my daughter to try to twist her words to say something bad about me. And then bloggers carry it. Like, my kids are not going to be on social media. As long as that woman has custody of my children, my kids are not online. And it's going to take some time for me to take everything down, and it is a lot of work. But absolutely, my kids are not online. You can't use kids as a weapon against their dad. I'm not using the kids as a weapon against their mom. I'm just simply telling the truth of what I experienced and endured during the marriage. And afterwards, to raise awareness of what's going on social media these days, where people can just make up stories and fabricate stuff. I mean, let's talk about her acid attack. I mean, her acid attack.
Now listen up to this. Now we know the bullshit that he just said. That's all bullshit, right? I hope Korra reached $100,000 so she can go to court and get her rights to post her children if she wants to. She is the mother. He is the father, okay? They both have rights, not just him. It's not about all what he wants. They have to jointly agree to some shit or disagree to some shit, but ain't no judge gonna say just because you don't want it, then it's not gonna be, okay? We are in America. He can sit here and try to, lie to these people all he wants to, but there's no judge in America is gonna say just because you don't want it, then that's what it's gonna be, okay? He is lying, and she's gonna go to court, and the judge is gonna say, "Who are you to try to tell her what she can and can't do when the kid's in her custody?" So let me tell you what the judge is gonna say, and I want y'all to mark my word for this. Mark my word for this. The judge is going to say, worry about what the fuck goes on when you have her for 2 weeks, and she worry about what the fuck goes on when she have her for 2 weeks, okay? The judge is not going to say when she has the 2 weeks, when she's with the child for 2 weeks out of the month, that he can dictate what happens in that house, okay? Been through it already, all right? The judge is going to say, on the 2 weeks that you have her, you worry about what goes on. The 2 weeks that she have her, she worry about what goes on. If you don't want the kids on social media during your 2 weeks, then they won't be on social media. But if she wants to post the kids online, the 2 weeks that she has the kids, then the judge is going to say she can do what the hell she want to do with her 2 weeks, period. You watch. You watch. You watch what I say, okay? You watch. All right, now he's about to put out a lie from the pits of hell. Not that the other ones wasn't from the pits of hell, but listen to what he has to say about the attack, okay? This is what you call, let me throw something out there, right? Let me throw some crumbs, because I know the bird snatchers going to come take this crumb and they're going to spread it all throughout social media. He knows that this is about to happen and he's about to do it. What he's about to say right now is absolutely absurd. Hold on a second. Let me go back.
Not online. You can't use kids as a weapon against their dad.
Here it comes.
I'm not using the kids as a weapon against their mom. I'm just simply telling the truth of what I experienced and endured during the marriage. And afterwards, to raise awareness of what's going on social media these days, where people can just make up stories and fabricate stuff. I mean, let's talk about her acid attack. I mean, her acid attack. A knife attack. I could see it from a mile away that was fake. Within 10 minutes of it occurring, all of a sudden all these bloggers are saying that I paid someone to do it. And then her sister slipped yesterday, so I'm told, by reliable.
Boom. First of all, he's a liar. He says her sister slipped yesterday. Then he says, so I'm told, by a reliable source. Okay, first of all, let me clear that up. Didn't no reliable source, so he's told by a reliable source, say shit. You best believe, just like he watched Korra every video, every live, every post that she does, he watched the sister and anybody else that's close to her, okay? He can't even look straight with a straight face saying that shit he's going to say. But anyway, listen to what he's about to say. Let me back it up again, because I want you to see his face when he says that shit, okay?
Not online. You can't use kids as a weapon against their dad. I'm not using the kids as a weapon against their mom. I'm just simply telling the truth of what I experienced and endured during the marriage. And afterwards, to raise awareness of what's going on social media these days, where people can just make up stories and fabricate stuff. I mean, let's talk about her acid attack. I mean, her acid attack, the knife attack. I could see it from a mile away that was fake. Within 10 minutes of it occurring, all of a sudden, all these bloggers are saying that I paid someone to do it. And then her sister slipped yesterday, so I'm told by a reliable source, that she has to pay the UK $20,000.
Now, y'all heard me break down that video yesterday, right? You heard me break down the video yesterday of Nancy and what Nancy said. Did y'all hear Nancy say that she have to pay UK $20,000? Did anybody hear that? Raise your hand if you heard Nancy, her sister, Korra's sister, say she has to pay UK $20,000. Let me go back a little bit. Raise your hand if you heard it, because he's lying.
Not a line. You can't use kids as a weapon against their dad. I'm not using the kids as a weapon against their mom. I'm just simply telling the truth of what I experienced and endured during the marriage. And afterwards, to raise awareness of what's going on social media these days, where people can just make up stories and fabricate stuff. I mean, let's talk about her acid attack. I mean, her acid attack, the knife attack. I could see it from a mile away that was fake. Within 10 minutes of it occurring, all of a sudden, all these bloggers are saying that I paid someone to do it. And then her sister slipped yesterday, so I'm told by a reliable source, that she has to pay the UK $20,000. You don't get attacked and then have to pay. That means she faked it. Now, whether or not they'll come public or not, we'll see.
And see, let me tell you, the reason why he just said whether or not they will come public or not, we'll see, is because he know that's a... Lord, please help me stop cussing. He know it's a lie. He know it's a lie, and that's why he's saying whether or not they will come public with it or not. He know it's a lie. He know that's a lie. And he's going to even talk like as if he know that's to be fact. He just said, the sister said she owes the UK $20,000, which I didn't hear the sister say that. That's why I asked y'all, did y'all hear the sister say that? Because I didn't hear the sister say it at all. And he said somebody told him that from a reliable source. But you see how he's putting it out like she faked the UK attack? Listen.
What's going on social media these days, where people can just make up stories and fabricate stuff.
Sorry.
I mean, let's talk about her acid attack. I mean, her acid attack, the knife attack. I could see it from a mile away that was fake. Within 10 minutes of it occurring, all of a sudden, all these bloggers are saying that I paid someone to do it.
And he's lying. In his mind, he thinks the bloggers were saying that. No one said anything about that he paid somebody to do it. When that attack happened, the man must have been watching her while she was actually in the Airbnb, because he's the one that came out and posted right away that it was a fake, that celebrities or entertainers or something like that, he said, do stuff like this for likes and views. Didn't nobody say it was fake. Didn't nobody accuse him of doing it. He, out of his own will, came forward saying that it was not true. And he didn't say it was true. He tried to indicate that it was a fraud. It was a fake. That it was staged or something like that. He did that. He put that out in the atmosphere. And
then her sister slipped yesterday, so I'm told by a reliable source, that she has to pay the UK $20,000. You don't get attacked and then have to pay. That means she faked it. Now, whether or not they'll come public or not, we'll see. I'm sure they will, because they have to protect tourism. But you don't get attacked with a knife and acid and then have to pay $20,000 for it.
See, another thing, when he lies, I don't know if y'all notice, when he lies, sometimes, I hear what you're saying, Tanya. You say every time he lies, clears his throat or make that nasty swallowing sound that you can clearly hear. He needs to take that mic away from him. It sounds so disgusting. But anyway, you see how when he lie like that too, he'll stop and read the comments because he wants to see if the people are buying his bullshit or not. Do you understand what I'm saying? Watch how he does that. He wants to see, like, damn, did they buy that? Did they take that? Because he wants them to take it and run with it. Do you understand what I'm saying? He wants them to take it and run with it and spread it like wildfire, like a wildfire. He wanted to spread because he wants people to think now she owes $20,000 to UK for faking a attack and having them look for the attacker. Like, you know, the Carly Russell. You remember when Carly Russell faked a kidnapping and she had to pay back the money to Alabama, right? And she got 6 months probation or something like that. So he's trying to insinuate to the people that don't know shit about shit, right? He's trying to insinuate to them that she has to pay $20,000 for wasting their time faking an attack. When that's not true. Korra said out her own mouth she don't owe them nothing. And it's under investigation and they will find out what happened. It wasn't no fake attack. Okay. It was no fake attack. All right. But he wants his supporters to believe that, and he wants them to spread this lie that he's now telling. And they will, because they're ignorant. Okay.
Where people profile everything that I have on my profile during the marriage and afterwards.
Hold on. Okay, he just said it and he stopped. Hold on.
You don't get attacked and then have to pay. That means she faked it. Now, whether or not they'll come public or not, we'll see. I'm sure they will because they have to protect tourism. But you don't get attacked with a knife and acid and then have to pay $20,000 for it.
He's like, let me see what y'all got to say. Let me see what y'all going to say. Let me see what y'all going to say. Did y'all buy that shit? Did y'all buy that shit? Did y'all buy it? Did you buy my line? Did you buy it? Let me see.
Somebody says remove my videos of my kids on my profile. Everything that I have on my profile related to my kids is prior to a court order, so there is nothing illegal about it. There's nothing wrong about it.
Now, did you just hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? He read a comment. Somebody said, well, if you want your kids removed from social media, then why don't you remove it off your profile? He says, everything that of my kids that's on my page was prior to the court order. So is it about the safety? Because if it was about the safety of your children, it doesn't matter if it was prior to the court order or afterwards. You understand what I'm saying? Why would it matter when his kids was posted if it's about their privacy? Huh? That didn't make sense. Listen again with your ears. Does that make sense when his kids was posted online? If he, in fact, cares about their safety, it makes no sense whatsoever. Oh, mine was posted prior to the court order. So that makes them safe. Everything prior to the court order make it safe. Now, everything afterwards make it not safe. You sound ignorant. Ignorant. Okay?
Profile. Everything that I have on my profile related to my kids is prior to a court order, so there is nothing illegal about it. There's nothing wrong about it. So, you know, again, this is gaslighting. This is hearing.
I'll let y'all hear that again. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know.
Paid someone to do it. And then her sister slipped yesterday. So then.
Hold on.
You don't get attacked and then have to pay. That means she faked it. Now, whether or not they'll come public or not, we'll see. I'm sure they will because they have to protect tourism. But you don't get attacked with a knife and acid and then have to pay $20,000 for it.
Definitely MB, king of gaslighting. He is a good man, Tanya.
Somebody says remove my videos of my kids on my profile. Everything that I have on my profile related to my kids is prior to a court order, so there is nothing illegal about it. There's nothing wrong about it.
There's nothing illegal about it, but I thought it was for the safety. Huh? Do you want it removed because it's illegal? Or do you want to remove because you want the kids safe? Huh? Which one is it? Which one is it? Is it because you want the kids safe or because you think what she's doing is illegal? Make it make sense. He's a liar.
So, you know, again, this is gaslighting. This is gaslighting. This is hearing solid, objective facts and then deflecting and making up some excuse and trying to put it back on me on something that's wrong with me.
Doesn't even make sense
So
what he just
it's cool.
said.
Anyways, people say I'm psychotic. People say whatever. Guys, I don't care. Your opinions don't matter to me. Like you do, I don't respect you. Like I just don't. You're out here, like pushing agendas. You guys can support someone without trying to destroy others. I mean, why did all this start? It started because I was not afraid to be on social media, and I represented a threat. Because the bigger that I got, she knew I'd have a bigger voice to tell the truth. So therefore, what do narcissists have to do when you're afraid of somebody telling the truth about your character? They have to discredit you, and that's what happened. For 2 years, I was being ridiculed, harassed. There's like all this stuff, just so that if I ever did speak, that I wouldn't be believed.
All right, now hold on, you guys. Help me out because I wasn't here in the beginning of the story. Now, when he came out and spoke against Korra about the marriage, how long did it take Korra to come out? How long did Korra stay quiet before she came out telling her side? Because this joker is a liar. I know that she didn't come out, and the reason why I know she didn't come out is because the sister said that she told her to be quiet and don't say nothing, and she said she regret telling her not to say anything in the beginning. So how long did he come out here and bash Korra, telling people she was a cheat and shit and screwed all these men and this and the other before Korra came out defending herself? How long? Do anybody know? Somebody said months. Somebody said it was a while. Can you give me an estimate? About 6 months? Okay. All right. About 6 months. So 6 months of him backing Korra straight. She didn't say anything. She didn't even respond. She just let him tell the people anything that he wanted to say or whatever. And then the sister came to America, right, to visit. And then they put it out on the floor, laid it all out on the floor. And he was so mad. And he was even caught saying in the video that I showed y'all earlier, right? Not today, but, days ago, where he said everything was under control before the sister came to America. He said, we got to convince the sister and Korra to be quiet, right? And he even said, y'all heard me, right? You heard me when I played the video, and he said, tell her that I got a new tape of her. Tell her you got a new video of her and that she needs to stop talking, okay? She needs to stop talking. And he said, you're going to even have to tell Nancy too. Convince Nancy to stop talking too. Everything was under control before Nancy came to America is what he said. So he was okay with the narrative of bashing her for months before she said a word. And then when she did come out to defend herself, now all of a sudden she's the narcissist. And he's been quiet all this time. And now he's coming out saying his story. Lies, 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 and more lies. He's lying.
Like you do, I don't respect you. Like I just don't. You're out here, like pushing agendas. You guys can support someone without trying to destroy others. I mean, why did all this start? It started because I was not afraid to be on social media, and I represented a threat. Because the bigger that I got, she knew I'd have a bigger voice to tell the truth. So,
but why does he feel that he would have a bigger voice? Okay, I'm lost there. I'm lost. I'm completely lost. How did he figure the bigger that he got, that he would have a bigger voice when he don't even have 1 million followers? He got like 900 and some thousand, and she got like 8.5 million. What, did he not do math in school? Like, how is it that she got 8.5 million, but she thought he was going to have a bigger voice with his under 1 million followers? How is it even possible? Huh? Really?
therefore, what do narcissists have to do when you're afraid of somebody telling the truth about your character? They have to discredit you. And that's what happened. For 2 years, I was being ridiculed, harassed. There's like all this stuff, just so that if I ever did speak, that I wouldn't be believed. Well, that smear campaign was very effective, but what I have on my side is the truth and evidence. So I can prove every single thing I said. People are ready to testify. I can prove it all. In fact, I cleared it all with a lawyer prior to saying it. Because I'm smart.
So wait a minute. So he so he said he has people ready to testify. So wait a minute. Ain't nobody testified yet. I thought everything was over with right now. Like, what the hell is he talking about? Hold on. Let me go back a little bit. I'm missing something. Like, what does he mean by he got the proof to show it? I thought everything was done, except for now Korra is about to go sue him for her civil rights, right? So she can have civil rights in America. Like, what is he even talking about at this point? Huh? What is he talking about? He got people ready to testify. Why didn't he testify before? Why all the him trying to get the kids and strip her of her visitation and strip her of her rights, send her back to Nigeria to get her deported? Why haven't they testified then? What is he even talking about at this point? He got them on standby ready to testify. Testify against what? What? Hold on. Maybe I'm lost.
But what I have on my side is the truth and evidence. So I can prove every single thing I said. People are ready to testify. I can prove it all. In fact, I cleared it all with a lawyer prior to saying it.
He said, wait a minute. Whoever said that he contradicts himself a lot, raise your hand, because listen, he just said, I got it approved and all with a lawyer prior to saying it, right? But I just thought he said he's going to go to court and fight Korra with this case that she's about to file against him with no lawyer. What the hell is he even talking about, y'all? This man sounds delulu. You hear me? Delulu. I even approved it with the lawyer prior to saying it.
But what I have on my side is the truth and evidence. So I can prove every single thing I said. People are ready to testify. I can prove it all. In fact, I cleared it all with a lawyer prior to saying it.
I cleared it with a lawyer.
Because I'm smart.
Because he's smart. See, he looking again like, did they buy that shit? Did they buy that shit? Every time I see him do that, I hear him saying in his mind, did they just buy that shit? Did they buy my lie? Let me check. Did they buy it? Did they buy it? Did they buy it? Is it bought? Is it bought? It's such a joke.
So, yes, I'm jealous. I'm shameless. I am whatever you say I am. And if I wasn't, why would I say I am? That's Eminem. So, I am a healthcare professional. I'm an extremely professional individual, and I take my career very seriously. And after 2 years of harassment, I've decided I have a moral, ethical, and honor-bound duty to set the record straight and start telling the truth, because this will happen to somebody else if I don't. If I just sit by and let this woman destroy my life without speaking up for myself and proving the lies, then it will motivate other women to do it to other good, wholesome fathers, other stellar husbands, for money, for sympathy. And that's just something wrong. I mean, thank God Johnny Depp did what he did to point out this kind of behavior. I'm much more innocent than Johnny Depp was. I think but in a toxic relationship that you stay in, nobody's innocent. That's what happens when you're in a toxic relationship. There's a back and forth. And I did participate in that, because I was, after a while you get beat down and you snap. Not that I ever abused her, but I did say some choice words in response to abuse.
And the only reason why he's even admitting to saying choice words is because he was caught on video. Had he not been caught on video, I promise you he'll be saying today that he's never called her out her name, okay? He was caught on video and he had to come out and explain it. And of course he said, I said that after she said the worst thing ever possible to me. And that's why I just respond, because I'm an innocent, good man.
That's called reactive abuse. for those of you that want
React.
to learn something.
Wow.
So, I'm sick? No, I don't have a cold. I take plenty of vitamin C. I'm not sick. Miraculously, I haven't really got sick hardly at all through this whole process. You know what's interesting on here, this is a pet peeve of mine, is that people use God to justify their opinion. Like, have you guys not been to church? Have you not read a Bible? Using God's name in vain is a sin, right? That's what the Bible says. So if you're using God to justify your opinion and then talking about generational curses and all this stuff, you're a sinner. You're going to hell. That's the Bible, not my opinion. So I don't know what it is that people think that you can use God to justify your opinion, but that is a sin. Read the Bible.
Oh my God, this is the worst doctor I've ever. He's not even a doctor, but this dude is horrible.
Both of them are fined. Well, I hope the UK police does the right thing and makes a public statement, because that affects tourism.
Again, he's trying to put it in an atmosphere that UK is going to come out and say that it was all a fake. He's such a liar. I hope whoever he paid comes out and shows proof that he paid them to do this. And I hope his ass go to jail for 10 years, okay? Hope he goes to prison just along with that other guy, Alan Jensen. I hope both of their asses be roommates with each other, cellmates.
So,
and that's the only way he'll leave Korra alone for at least 10 years, right?
and I'm sure just more lies will keep coming out, and I will keep coming out and pointing out the lies with facts, with logic, until they just shut up. If they don't shut up, fine. I'll keep going. I'm not afraid of them anymore. They can say and do whatever they want. They'll make up any kind of fabricated story that they want. And I will just, because I'm smarter than them, obviously, because I'm just going to tell the truth. They want to sue me? Here's the truth. Here's backed up by facts, evidence, witness statements, testimonials. Here's the truth. I win. Don't even need a lawyer. So it's like, some people are fighting for public opinion. I'm just fighting for the truth. That's it. Guys, here is something that I want to make very clear. I don't care how much money my ex makes. Like, I want her to be successful because that is better for the kids.
You're a liar.
Okay? The better the parents do, each of them, the better it is for the kids. The better resources they'll have, the better education they can get, the better, like, everything. Everything is better for the kids. I don't care how much money she makes.
Lies.
If she makes more money, I'm absolutely ecstatic for her. I financially supported her ass for 5 years, helped her build this dream.
Did you just hear him? I financially spoiled her ass for 5 years. I financially spoiled her ass for 5 years. Look at the anger. Look how he start going into that rant. I financially spoiled her ass for 5 years. He's bitter, okay? He's angry.
Guys, here is something that I want to make very clear. I don't care how much money my ex makes. Like, I want her to be successful because that is better for the kids. Okay? The better the parents do, each of them, the better it is for the kids. The better resources they'll have, the better education they can get, the better, like, everything. Everything is better for the kids. I don't care how much money she makes. If she makes more money, I'm absolutely ecstatic for her. I financially supported her ass for 5 years, helped her build this dream. I'm glad that she's succeeding in this dream. What I'm not okay with, though, is destroying the hand that fed you for half a decade and trying to destroy the father of your children. That's not okay. Why does society think that that's okay?
Chanel, you said she paid him back. She paid him back plus some, okay? She said yesterday that she paid $40,000 toward his student loan, and she was ordered by the court in her divorce decree to give him $50,000, okay? And I guess that was for bringing her to America. That's $90,000, and he only thing that I ever hear him speak of is $10,000 that he spent in bringing her to America, and I think another $5,000 that he gave her brother or her uncle or somebody else that she owed money to. So that's $15,000 to the $90,000 that she's giving him. And he says he financially spoiled her ass for 5 years, and saying that now she's trying to hurt the hands that fed her. Get the F out of here.
To destroy a man, but when a man defends himself with the truth, he's trying to destroy the mother. I'm not trying to destroy anyone. I'm trying to defend my right to have a voice in this planet, to have self-worth, and defend my reputation that I spent my entire life building. I was raised in food stamps on a farm, and I built myself up to be one of the most respected chiropractors in America.
Respected chiropractors in America.
And I'm very good at what I do.
Respected chiropractors in America. With all this damn drama, the lies he tells. The lies he tells.
And I have a right to defend my hard work. I spent 10 years studying, traveling, getting mentors, doing everything I could to be the best at my profession I possibly could. And then a woman that I immigrated here, loved, supported, paid for everything, out there in the rain, music videos, editing, taking pictures for, tries to destroy it? Because I'm done with a marriage? Because I was cheated on multiple times, and I wouldn't get an apology, and the excuse was it's not cheating if you use a condom?
He is such a liar. He is such a liar. He already came out and said she told him about an affair before she even came to America. She came to America on a fiancé visa. She is the one that told him before we got legally married here in the United States, I had an affair with someone in Nigeria. He went on to say, I forgive you, and let's go ahead and make it legal in America. He knew about her cheating before he even said, I do in America. And he married her anyway. And now he's saying, oh, she cheated on me during the marriage and said it's not cheating if you use a condom. He is such a liar. He's a liar, and he is defaming her name. He's such a liar.
Not okay with, though, is destroying the hand that fed you for half a decade and trying to destroy the father of your children. That's not okay. Why does society think that that's okay? To destroy a man, but when a man defends himself with the truth, he's trying to destroy the mother. I'm not trying to destroy anyone. I'm trying to defend my right to have a voice in this planet, to have self-worth, and defend my reputation that I spent my entire life building. I was raised in food stamps on a farm, and I built myself up to be one of the most respected chiropractors in America. And I'm very good at what I do. And I have a right to defend my hard work. I spent 10 years studying, traveling, getting mentors, doing everything I could to be the best at my profession I possibly could. And then a woman that I immigrated here, loved, supported, paid for everything, out there in the rain, music videos, editing, taking pictures for, tries to destroy it? Because I'm done with a marriage? Because I was cheated on multiple times, and I wouldn't get an apology, and the excuse was it's not cheating if you use a condom? My life should be destroyed for that? Like, come on, guys. Like, this is insane. This is insane. How is she trying to destroy me? Well, let me remind you that she wrote a book. She wrote a book, okay? And at the end of that book, of lies, complete and utter lies, in fact, the nanny that we had came out and said they were lies because she was there. Yet you still all believe it. A book is a very actionable thing. It's not an emotional outburst on social media where you respond to something because you're upset. A book takes intent. In that book, she said, I beat her, I raped her, I locked her in a closet. All kinds of stuff that could be a career ender for a man, because that's the cancel culture. The only thing that saved me in this situation, which other men don't have the luxury, is that she got caught in so many damn lies on the internet. And her character is so questionable. That saved me. Her crazy antics and desire to cause drama on social media and the way she behaves and acts is the only reason I still have a career left. Like, honestly. Because if she was a respectful woman presenting herself as an artist and not being trashy and not talking about disgusting things and getting caught in lies and stealing from grocery stores and always losing her debit cards on trips and sending her minions to attack people, I'd be screwed. That's why I let her go. I didn't stop her from talking because I knew that she would expose who she was, and she did.
Watch, he contradicts himself. He says, I didn't stop her from talking because I knew that she would expose who she is. But yet he's going to continue on and say, all of this will stop if she just shut up. If she just stopped talking. Because he's contradicting himself.
Do I understand that this is hurting my daughters? This is not great for anyone. But what is it?
You see how he read that question and said, do I understand that this is hurting my daughters? And his first response in his mind was, I don't give a shit. He just didn't say it out loud, okay? Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his face.
Herself as an artist and not being trashy and not talking about disgusting things and getting caught in lies and stealing from grocery stores and always losing her debit cards on trips and sending her minions to attack people, I'd be screwed. That's why I let her go. I didn't stop her from talking because I knew that she would expose who she was, and she did. Do I understand that this is hurting my daughters?
I don't get shit.
This is not great for anyone. But what is a guy to do? A guy's just to sit back as the person that you did everything for, loved, supported, built up their career, immigrated to this country. My mom flew to Nigeria for a traditional wedding, and then just watch them destroy it for their own personal gain? That's called being a gold digger. That's evil. In Dante's Inferno, that is one of the lowest rings of hell. So, yeah. Somebody says JD followers, there's no remorse for these evil people. No, there's no. The time of being nice is over. I tried to take the high road. I am a doctor. Me on the line telling my side of the story, it's not a good look. I know that. This little saga will follow me for the rest of my life. But I would rather stand up for myself, tell the truth, and help someone out there, like a man or a woman, somebody that's in a toxic relationship that can see these dynamics. Because there's an abusive person, and then there's the victim. The problem is, especially with men, when a woman leaves a divorce or leaves a relationship when she's unhappy, women will be like, you go, girl power. You could do better. You don't need no man. Do you know what happens when a man leaves a marriage when he's unhappy? You're not a man. You're not taking responsibility as a man. Society shames you for leaving a marriage that you're unhappy in. Women are empowered. Men are shamed. So a lot of men stay in relationships where they're unhappy, being abused, and miserable because society shames them for not.
But she divorced your ass. If he was so miserable, why he didn't divorce her? She divorced his ass. So why didn't he divorce her? He wanted to be rid of her so bad. Why didn't he go divorce her? Because he thought she was going to come begging back like a little puppy. He thought she was going to be like, Justin, can you please take me back? Justin, please. I love you, Justin. I'll do whatever you want me to do. You want my money? Here it goes. You want control of all of my money and all of my assets? Here it goes. You want me to go and lie to my father and tell him that you didn't slap me? Here, let me do it right quick. Father, Justin didn't hit me. He just kind of like, accidentally took his hand and it ended up on my face. It was my fault. I walked into his hand a couple of times. I'm so sorry, Dad. Don't look at him like that. I won't walk into his hands no more. Okay, Dad? That's what Justin wanted. He wanted her to undo and unsay the things that she had said to her people, right? That the abuse that she was going through, he wanted her to untell it, and he wanted her to give him her money. She was smart to get out. She was smart to continue to leave. She left. He gave her ultimatum. She left, right? 10 days after the birth of her baby, because he said, you either get out or you do this. I think he said, from what y'all told me, he said something about get out or give me full access to your money. And she said, you're not getting full access to my money. I'm gone. So she left and she filed for divorce. He thought she was going to come crying back, and she did not. Okay?
For not wanting to be a part of the relationship anymore. And these men live their lives in a quiet desperation, and then eventually the woman leaves him, and then he's automatically looked at as the problem. It's shame. It's a shame. It's a shame, because no wonder men don't want to get. None of my rich, successful friends want to get married.
Listen to this right here, y'all. I just thought this was just so funny. Listen to it, then we'll talk about it.
Especially after watching what happened to me. Like, none of them. They'll have long-term girlfriends, but they don't want to get married. Look what these women can do to you.
I thought, I know he's going to say it, but this man is going to say, I have American friends, rich friends, that were engaged with Nigerians and said, I'm calling off my engagement with this Nigerian after seeing what happened to you. This, oh, girl, you almost made me call him the N-word. This mofo is lying. Do you hear me? Liar. Ain't nobody ending their damn engagement over his ass. Who does that? What man ends his engagement over the failure of somebody else's relationship? Show me where someone called off their relationship because the failure of another person's relationship. Where they do that at? Where? Such a liar.
Somebody says, I believe her. I believe everything she's saying. Well, a judge didn't. And a judge is smarter and actually follows laws. So, your opinion on the internet, when you probably don't have a degree, when you probably are on here and you can't spell, no judgment. I was basically illiterate at 19. I had to lift myself up. I had to read books and books and books and better my life. And I owe a lot, and I give credit where credit's due. I owe a lot of that to my college sweetheart. She was very smart, and she helped me become an educated man, and I have extreme gratitude for her for that. She changed my life.
You don't get in college being illiterate. He's a fucking liar. Now, you may be able to get in college in another country being illiterate, but you're not in America illiterate and get into college. There's tests you have to pass. in order to get in college. And let me tell you something. And he's 35 years old. It ain't no 35-year-old that's going to college that's illiterate right before you go to college. He's a liar. And he a white man in America. He wasn't illiterate, okay? Unless he was trailer park trash. That's the only way he was illiterate, if he was trailer park trash, okay? And I'm just keeping it a buck. But it ain't no way he in America and he's in college at 19 can't read. He's a liar. He's a liar. You're not getting in college and you can't read. Not in America.
I'm using my white privilege to attack black women. I don't understand that. How is defending myself after 2 years of silence exercising some sort of privilege that I have? I don't get that. So, I mean, as far as the rest of the Obidi family, they were completely on my side up until the moment I divorced her. And then they turned on me. They were trying to help me, like, have her see the light that she was destroying her family and that I was going to leave. But the second they saw how much money she was making, as soon as they saw, oh, wow, especially Nancy, she's like, oh, wow, I could coattail off my sister and make some money.
He's lying. So right here, he's saying that they were, the in-laws, meaning Nancy and the daddy, was on his side, right? Until they found out how much money she was making, right? Korra didn't even know how much money she was making, right? Which is crazy, right? How you don't know how much money you making because your man covering everything. He hiding it from you, controlling your money. But he said that they were on his side, right? Until they found out how much money she was making, and then they switched on him. No. So I don't know the whole Nigerian culture. I don't know even half of it, but y'all can help me out with this. But from what I do know is, like, in those type of countries, right, you know, unlike America, and I laugh because, you know, we just are Americans and we just don't go for that shit. Anyway, they allow their husbands a level of control, okay? And they have to obey their husband to a certain level. Like in America, we ain't obeying shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we just say obey, but we respect our husbands here in America. Don't think we don't. But it's not, they don't control us, okay? We control ourselves. We are individuals. But over in certain countries, they do allow the men a certain level of leadway when it comes to being over their woman, okay? And so I believe Nancy and the father was basically saying, hey, he's your husband. You have to respect and honor your husband. You understand what I'm saying? And he's the man, he's your husband. You have to do as he said, right? So, and I'm only saying that to say they were coming from a traditional standpoint of saying he's your husband. Okay, Korra, you have to abide by what he wants because he's your husband. It's a difference. But when they found out that he was abusive and all this other shit, they like, wait a minute, you don't have to put up with that abuse. So when he said they was on his side before they found out how much money she was making, I believe they was on his side before they found out that she was really living in abuse with this man, okay? That's my thought process on it. They were on his side because it was coming from a traditional standpoint and because they didn't know that she was married to a narcissist asshole at the time, okay? Because I'm sure there was a certain point in her marriage where she didn't tell her family everything about Justin. She was only, you know how narcissists, when you're married to a narcissist, you tend to cover it up in the beginning. And then when you do come out and tell, sometimes people don't believe you because you've made him look so cute. You sprinkled sugar on shit for so many years to when now you want to tell who he really is. And they're like, but he wasn't like that yesterday. What happened? He was such a lovable, kind, perfect man yesterday. What happened? Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by he said they was on his side because they just didn't know she was married to the devil. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, let's go.
when you probably don't have a degree,
Oh,
when
I
you
can't even
probably
go back
are
and
on here and you can't spell. No judgment. I was basically illiterate at 19. I had to lift myself up. I had to read books and books and books and better my life. And I owe a lot, and I and I give credit where credit's due. I owe a lot of that to my college sweetheart. She was very smart, and she helped me become an educated man, and I have extreme gratitude for her for that. She changed my life. I'm using my white privilege to attack black women. I don't understand that. How is defending myself after 2 years of silence exercising some sort of privilege that I have? I don't get that. So, I mean, as far as the rest of the Obidi family, they were completely on my side up until the moment I divorced her. And then they turned on me.
And again, did you just hear what he said? He said they were completely on my side up until the moment I divorced her. The thing about it is he did not divorce her. She divorced his ass. She divorced his ass. What is he even talking about? He didn't divorce her. You know what I'm saying? Liar. He's a liar. And they didn't want her money. And somebody pointed out, I think it was Kenjo. Nancy just said on her live today that she makes more money than Korra, right? So she said, you know, and we all know this because we spoke about this before. You remember Latrice Allen said that, you know, dang, Facebook used to pay all this money and now Facebook has drew back and Facebook is not paying the money they used to pay, right? Latrice Allen already told us that. Nancy doubled down on that today and said Facebook is not paying what they used to pay. She said Korra didn't even make $10,000 last month. Did y'all hear her say that? She didn't even make $10,000 last month, and Korra got 8.5 million followers. So I'm going to tell y'all this. If Korra at 8.5 million followers is not making $10 million, then you know Facebook, you know, let's just say it's a lot of people that were making good money on Facebook and are no longer making good money on Facebook right now. But I'm saying that to say her sister Nancy says she make more than Korra on Facebook right now. And her sister doesn't even have 1 million followers. So don't let people that make you think that because they have more, and I'm not saying this as a hit against Korra, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Sometimes people try to make you think that they're making money because they have the following, and it's just not so, okay? So Nancy says she make more money than Korra on Facebook right now. I think Korra account is shadow ban or whatever you call it. Is not getting the reach, okay? So she said Korra didn't even make $10,000 last month on Facebook, but she made more. So why is it that now Justin is saying because they want Korra's money and they make more money than Korra is what I'm trying to say, okay? So he's a liar, period. And don't think just because somebody got millions and millions of followers that they're making money on social media. I don't think it's going down like that, okay?
Trying to help me, like, have her see the light that she was destroying her family and that I was going to leave. But the second they saw how much money she was making, as soon as they saw, oh wow, especially Nancy, she's like, oh wow, I could coattail off my sister and make some money. Screw ethics. Screw what's right and wrong. Screw what she did in the marriage. Let me just make some money. Scammers.
And he's saying that about Nancy because he can't stand Nancy because y'all saw yesterday. Nancy puts it on the floor, baby. And he can't stand Nancy because Nancy can read straight through his bullshit. And she's going to come out to the public and say it. Say it straight, no chaser. Straight, no chaser, okay? And that's why he can't stand Nancy. He can't stand Nancy because he can never control Nancy the way he tried to control Korra. The narcissistic men, that's why you remember, you know, we ain't calling no names, but you remember that certain individual couldn't stand me, couldn't stand the grounds I walked on. I ended up in the parenting app a couple of times. Remember that? I ended up in the parenting app being discussed a couple of times because they couldn't stand me. Narcissists can't stand people they can't control. Did you hear me? Narcissists can't stand people that they cannot control. Okay? I would never last with a narcissist. They would been left my ass. Okay? Narcissists cannot stand people that they cannot control. Justin cannot stand Nancy because he know he could never, ever control Nancy. Ever. Okay?
Scammers. Complete scammers families with no moral turpitude. No idea of right and wrong. Got the wrong African woman. Look, I was in love, man. I would have done anything for that woman. I would have took a bullet for her.
Did you just hear what he said? Look, I was in love, man. I was in love with that woman. I would have took a bullet for her. Now, somebody asked yesterday, do I think that he still wants her back? And I said, I don't know if he wants her back. I think he wants her suffering and in pain, and he wants her money. The man, in my opinion, I don't even know if he wants her back because he loves her. I believe he feels like he lost something. He knows that Korra was greater than him, and I believe that he feels like Korra would have been a great meal ticket for him. Korra would have elevated his life. You understand what I'm saying? And so I believe that's what he loved. He loved the fact that he had a great meal ticket. Some of these narcissistic men, they feel like they have a great meal ticket, and when they lose their meal ticket, they know that their lives is going to be affected, and that's why they're so angry, because he lost a great meal ticket. Okay, she was his meal ticket, believe me. So when he just, man, I was in love with that woman, I would have took a bullet for her. No, what he wanted to say is, man, when I was living with her, my life was great. I had no worries. I didn't even have to work hard. The money that she brought in, it put me in a position where I've never been in a day of my life. We were good. We lived well. But now I gotta go out there and work. I gotta make a little sweat, honey. I got a little setback because she's no longer here. Do you understand what I'm saying? Her money's no longer here. She's no longer here, and now I gotta pull up to the plate and be a man and work for what I do. And that is why he's so upset. Man, I love that woman with all my might. I would have done anything for her. I would have took a bullet for her. They've been divorced for 2 years. Why is he even saying that? Why is he even saying that? Man, I love that woman. I loved her so much, I would have took a bullet for her. What? After 2 years? But she's such an evil demon of a woman. But yet, man, I love that woman. I would have took a bullet for her. What made you fall in love with a demon, Justin? Huh? Well, at what point did she become a demon? When did she become a demon? In the marriage, during the marriage, before the marriage, after the marriage? When did she become the demon that he says she is, the evil person that he would have took a bullet for? Imagine that.
For that woman, I would have took a bullet for her. Honestly, I would have. I'm not in love with her anymore. I'm not obsessed with her. I'm not jealous of her. I just want to be left alone. After 2 years of doing the right thing and trying to take the high road and prioritizing my daughters at the destruction of my reputation and my business, I have come to the conclusion now.
Hold on, y'all. The reason why I'm taking it back is because
complete scammers.
He says, I just want to be left alone. Mind you, Korra did not even bring this man up. Korra got attacked in London, and this man started back up talking about her like as if they just had a freaking fight last night, as if they just got a divorce yesterday. Korra doesn't even bring this man up. He says he wants to be left alone. What? He is the one that brought all this drama back out when she got attacked. She didn't mention Justin's name during her attack. She got attacked in London, and here we are. But he wants to be left alone. Imagine that for a minute. He wants to be left alone. What?
Families with no moral turpitude. No idea of right and wrong. Got the wrong African woman. Look, I was in love, man.
And let me just say this right quick, and I don't want to offend nobody. And if you are an African woman, meaning that you were raised in Africa, please do not take offense to what I'm saying, okay? Please, because I don't mean it to be offensive. But when he just read that out, you got the wrong African woman, I guarantee you it was written by an African woman. Do you understand what I'm saying? An African woman saying you got the wrong African woman. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, it's literally Africans that's defending his bullshit, okay? So when she's saying, whoever's saying, you got the wrong African woman. So are you willing to walk in the shoes that Korra walked in? Huh? To be with this man, to be with this white American man? What? So you would take the abuse, right? You would take the neglect, the abuse, the cheating on, cheating on and having to get antibiotics and all that stuff. You would go through all of that to be married to somebody like him. Really? Come on, women, wake up. Don't belittle yourself like that. Now, I ain't saying America is not a great country, but it ain't worth that. It ain't worth that, okay? It ain't worth that to be married to a narcissist. I guarantee you, come to America another way, all right? Figure out another way to come to America. I'm trying to tell you because this ain't it. So to sit here and say, you just married the wrong African woman, meaning that if you would have married me, it would have been better. Are you kidding me right now? Like, please. Don't talk about what you don't know. Until you walk the day in somebody else's shoes that's dealt with a narcissist, then don't even try to act like, oh, she just didn't know how great of a man she had. What? You'll find out. Them women that try to put the other woman down that was married to a narcissist, they try to put the other woman down. I welcome you to be in a relationship with that guy. Be in a relationship with that guy and see for yourself. Because if you think about it, if Korra was such a bad person and Justin was this wonderful person that he wants people to pretend, why Summer is nowhere around? Why Summer dropped his ass like a hot potato? Why Summer threw deuces and got up out of there if he was such a great, awesome, amazing man? Summer left that ass. Summer gone, y'all. Summer gone. His girlfriend that he was engaged with, she's gone. Remember the one that he was, soaking up her Kraft box macaroni and cheese? Well, she gone. She making Kraft box macaroni and cheese for somebody else, okay? She ain't with him no more. She quit his ass, so he can't be that damn wonderful.
Scammers. Complete scammers families with no moral turpitude. No idea of right and wrong. Got the wrong African woman. I was in love, man. I would have done anything for that woman. I would have took a bullet for her. Honestly, I would have. I'm not in love with her anymore. I'm not obsessed with her. I'm not jealous of her. I just want to be left alone. And after 2 years of doing the right thing and trying to take the high road and prioritizing my daughters at the destruction of my reputation and my business.
Hold on. So Lisa, she must have subscribed. Thank you, Lisa, for subscribing, because I said if anybody wanted to come with some negative comments, you was going to have to subscribe. So anyway, she says, I have a friend in LA that's in law. He said she would only need $5,000 to $10,000 for the court hearing. So what is she doing with the rest of the money? Who gives a fuck? She can wipe her ass with it. Who gives a fuck what she doing with the money, Lisa Hancock? Who cares? But whoever your friend is in Los Angeles that told you that that's in law that said it's only going to cost $5,000 to $10,000, they're dumb as shit, okay? Because no lawyer is going to fight your case in LA for $5,000 to $10,000. So you can go back and tell her that your lawyer friend that's in Los Angeles is full of shit. And tell her Amora said it, okay? Tell her Amora said you're full of shit if you're going to get a lawyer for $5,000 to $10,000 in Los Angeles, okay? You can't get shit in Los Angeles done for $5,000 to $10,000. That's one of the most expensive states in America, Miss Lisa Hancock. So you're misinformed. Okay? Okay. Let's go. And who gives a fuck what she gonna do with the rest of the money? I don't care if she take the money and twerk on it. Okay? She fighting a narcissist. She gonna need it for later because he gonna do some more bullshit another year from now. He'll be on some more bullshit. Listen, she needs the money because even if it costs $5,000 to $10,000, her child is young. She gonna be fighting for years with that narcissist. So maybe she can use it for more years to come. How about that? Why you worry about what she gonna do with the rest of the money? Get the freak out of here with that shit.
Yes. I have come to the conclusion now that how can I expect my daughters to leave toxic relationships? How can I expect my daughters to stand up for themselves and value themselves if they watch their father not do it? Honestly. So, somebody said I cheated too. Let's talk about that.
Now, before we get into this one right here, now the smart people, you guys are gonna get it, but for you people in the back, I need you to listen carefully. Listen to the lie that he is about to tell about cheating. Okay, listen carefully because he's going to explain and he's going to almost tell on himself, and then he's going to stop. He's going to digress and he's going to lie. Okay, listen.
Yes. I have come to the conclusion now that how can I expect my daughters to leave toxic relationships? How can I expect my daughters to stand up for themselves and value themselves if they watch their father not do it? Honestly.
It's coming up.
So,
Chanel, you funny.
somebody said I cheated too. Let's talk about that. I was in Brazil.
Now, first of all, he said, let's talk about that. I was in Brazil. If the man didn't cheat, he would have immediately said lies. Those are lies. Those were lies. Somebody, you heard, listen, he said, somebody said you cheated too. He said, let's talk about that. I was in Brazil, which means he's lying. He's lying. He cheated too, y'all. He cheated, okay? He cheated on her.
Korra had took June to Nigeria and told me I would never see my daughter again. So I went.
I'm gonna tell you, when people start to lie, they always listen. When they get ready to lie, when they get ready to tell a story, a lying story, they always gotta discredit the person that they're about to lie on. See, somebody said that you cheated too. See, let's talk about that. Korra, I was in Brazil, and Korra took my kids to Nigeria. She took June to Nigeria. She told me I would never see June again. It hurt my feelings so bad. I didn't know what to do. So I went out drinking. I met this girl. It was a group of us. I met this girl, and then I tripped up over this rock that was on the floor, and I fell in her coochie. And I just started humping and humping, but I really didn't cheat on her because it's not really cheating, because Korra just told me I would never see my daughter again. So that's the picture that he's about to try to paint, okay? But he's even going to try to paint the picture and come back and say, but I never did anything with her. You a fucking liar. You wouldn't have said all that shit to come out and say at the end that you never had sex with nobody. You are a liar. You wouldn't even be talking about, she took my daughter to June. She took June to Nigeria and said, you would never see your child again. Why would you tell all that to come out and say, I never cheated on her? Because you're a fucking liar. That's why. Okay, let's go back a little bit. I'm sorry. Let's listen. Exactly, Sunshine, trying to set the tone.
Somebody said I cheated too. Let's talk about that. I was in Brazil. Korra had took June to Nigeria and told me I would never see my daughter again. So I went to Brazil, and I met a group of friends there. And
wait a minute, let's go back a little bit. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. I think I heard something. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Somebody said I cheated too. Let's talk about that. I was in Brazil.
Boom! He contradicts himself. Listen, he said, let's talk about that. I was in Brazil, and then he's gonna say Korra took June to Nigeria and said I would never see June again. I'll never see my daughter again. So I went to Brazil. But I thought you was already in Brazil. Listen, y'all. Listen. He was already in Brazil. And then Korra took the kids to Nigeria, right? Told him he would never see his daughter again. So he went to Brazil. How you go to Brazil if you was already in Brazil? Listen. I thought that's what I heard.
I just want to be left alone.
Hold on, I went back too far. Okay, here we go.
So somebody said I cheated too. Let's talk about that. I was in Brazil. Korra had took June to Nigeria and told me I would never see my daughter again. So I went to Brazil. And I met a group of friends there, and there was pictures around, and Nancy reached out to this particular girl that I actually had nothing to do with romantically, even though we got drunk together in a big group setting and we all were like dancing and whatnot. And then she paid this girl to say that I cheated on her.
Are you kidding me? So why would Nancy, the sister-in-law, pay the girl to say that Justin cheated on her? Listen, does even his excuse make any sense to y'all? Listen to what this man is saying again. Let's go back a little bit. I was in Brazil. She went to Nigeria and said, I would never see my kids again. So I went to Brazil. And I met up with some friends and I got drunk. And yeah, like we was just hanging out. And there were some pictures. We took pictures. And yeah, they saw the girl kiss me on my forehead and take other pictures and post it on her page. Like we were a couple. And we took other lovey-dovey pictures together. We got caught texting each other and shit, saying how much we miss each other and shit. And then my sister-in-law, paid her to say that we was in a sexual relationship. So she paid her, and so she said we was in a sexual relationship, and then she later on retracted and said that Nancy paid her to say it. And yeah, and so I never cheated on her, and that's it. And that's what happened. Yeah, that part. Yeah. So I didn't do anything because I'm perfect. And yeah, right. Everything was photoshopped. The pictures was wrong. Everything was lies. They photoshopped her kissing me, and they photoshopped us being together, and then they photoshopped the text message of her saying things to me and me saying things back to her, and then they photoshopped everything, and we didn't do anything. And this was all because Korra went to Nigeria, and yeah, that's what happened. Okay, yeah, right.
Somebody said I cheated too. Let's talk about that. I was in Brazil. Korra had took June to Nigeria and told me I would never see my daughter again. So I went to Brazil, and
you go to Brazil because she tell you you're never gonna see your daughter again. What? How is that even like? What? Were you in Brazil or did you go to Brazil? Which one was it? Which one was it? Were you already there or did you go? And you went because she told you you'll never see your daughter again. Oh, you'll never see your daughter again. Let me just book a trip right quick there. Hello, Delta. Yes, can I get a flight to Nigeria? I mean to Brazil, because she just told me I can't see my daughter no more. I want to go to Brazil. Yes, I need to go to Brazil. Yes, round trip. Yes, yes, yeah, immediately. I'm trying to fly out tomorrow. Can I get a ticket? Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, okay, make that make sense. Make it make sense. And you're right, Tammy. Tammy Baby said, I thought Nancy wasn't against him until the divorce. Exactly, because he said Nancy and her father went along with everything on his side. Went with everything on his side, right? Nancy went along with everything until the divorce. So now why did Nancy pay this chick while he was in Brazil or whatever to say that she slept with him. Why would Nancy do such an awful thing if she went along with everything that he did up until the divorce? Lies, lies. He's a liar.
I met a group of friends there, and there was pictures around, and
there was pictures around, but he don't want to say what type of pictures. But listen, watch him lie again, because he's going to say there were pictures around, we got drunk, but then later on he's going to say the pictures were photoshopped. Do you hear me? He's going to say the pictures were photoshopped.
Nancy reached out to this particular girl that I actually had nothing to do with romantically, even though we got drunk together in a big group setting, and we all were like,
I had nothing to do with the girl romantically, even though we got drunk together. Hey, Chandrika, how are you? Hey, everybody that's been speaking to me in the chat. I'm so sorry if I've been rude and haven't been speaking back. But hey, to everybody that has come over and spoke to me in the chat, hey, how you guys doing? Please hit that thumbs up button. And Chandrika, thanks for visiting my page. And please hit the thumbs up button for me, sweetie. Thank you so much. Look, he says, and why is he even saying that, you guys? Oh, yeah, there was pictures around. You know, we got drunk together in a group setting. Yeah, we got drunk together, but nothing happened romantically. But we got drunk together. Like, yeah, and pictures were taken. Yeah, but later on he's going to say, but those pictures were photoshopped, right? That's what he's going to say. How the fuck he know he was drunk, right?
Dancing and whatnot?
Yeah, we were dancing and whatnot. Yeah, we were dancing and fucking and whatnot. But yeah, no, nothing happened romantically. Nothing happened romantically.
Somebody said I cheated too. Let's talk about that. I was in Brazil. Korra had took June to Nigeria and told me I would never see my daughter again. So I went to Brazil, and I met a group of friends there, and there was pictures around, and Nancy reached out to this particular girl that I actually had nothing to do with romantically, even though we got drunk together in a big group setting, and we all were like dancing and whatnot. And then she paid this girl to say that I cheated on her. And then she got a conscience and then she went public and said, Nancy paid me. So, yeah, that's the level that they'll go. They'll pay people to make up lies about me. They'll do anything they can, because for them it's like it's a only one person can win perspective, and I don't have that perspective. I'm going to win perspective. I have a right to be on social media, and I have a right to better my life, and I have a right to be here. You be over there, and I'll be over here. I'm not bothering.
You see how he just tried to switch that whole shit up? Like, this dude is ridiculous to me. If my daughter was married to him, I would have to hire somebody myself. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just trying to listen. We might have to have a London episode. Oh, anyway, I digress.
You leave me the fuck alone, you know?
He says, leave me the fuck alone. Hold on, y'all. Let me go back. He said, just leave me the fuck alone.
And then she got a conscience and then she went public and said, Nancy paid me. So.
Did the woman ever come out? Did the lady from Brazil, you guys have been following this, did the lady from Brazil ever come out and say that Nancy paid her? Do y'all know about that? She said she probably found out that she was having an affair, and then Korra went to Nigeria pissed. Oh, the lady did come out and say that Nancy paid her to say that they had sex? Is that the one, the text message that I have that she said he took advantage of her, and she was mad because Athena was born? And she said, another baby, Justin? Is this Joelle, the Brazil girl, or no? Oh, he threatened her, and she came back and said Nancy paid her. Is this the Joelle girl? And she's saying, Justin, you took advantage of me? Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, That's the level that they'll go. They'll pay people to make up lies about me. They'll do anything they can. Because for them, it's like it's a only one person can win perspective, and I don't have that perspective. I don't have I'm going to win perspective. I have a right to be on social media, and I have a right to better my life, and I have a right to be here. You be over there, and I'll be over here. I'm not bothering you. Leave me the fuck alone, you know?
He's not bothering them.
Why did I have an ex-convict in my house? I didn't have any ex-convict in my house. That is called propaganda. That's these women lying. See, when you do something wrong, right? When you do something wrong, you gotta make up lies and distractions to cover up your mistakes. So I haven't had any ex-convict in my house. There's been no nude pictures taken in my house, to my knowledge, and I've seen the evidence. I'm like, this isn't nude pictures. Like, CPS has seen the evidence, the FBI have seen the evidence, and they're all like, what are these people talking about? There's no ex-convict. That picture was photoshopped. That's what an FBI agent.
Which picture was photoshopped? And he didn't have an ex-convict in his house, but then who is this? Hold on.
I asked him before sending them, and he's like, that's fine if he shares stuff with her. He knew her because.
But he didn't have an ex-convict in his house. But this is the lady, right? This is the lady that he called his nanny that was in his house. Don't it look like a prison outfit to you? Ain't she standing against a prison wall? Don't this look like somebody that done been to jail to you? But he says that he didn't have an ex-convict in his house. Do y'all see this picture? This comes off of Facebook of this lady named King Esther the Explorer, okay? You could go look for yourself, but this is the woman that was at his house, right? That he calls his nanny. She took a picture of the baby on the toilet potty train. She also took a picture of the baby in the tub taking a bath. But he said that it was photoshopped. Huh? What? It was photoshopped? Make it make sense. Who goes around and Photoshop nude pictures of kids these days? I'm talking about 4-year-olds. Who do that? Do you know? Anybody? What? But does this woman look like that she's been to jail to you? Do you see? Do you see? She got on an orange prison jumpsuit, right? She looked like a crazy woman. But he hired her on social media to come watch his kids. Why in the world would you hire a woman that can't stand the mother of your children? Why would you hire her to come watch your kids? She can't stand the mother of your children, but you are okay with hiring her. Don't know her from a can of paint. She ain't your cousin. Now she might be, you know how sometime in certain cities in America, they hook up with their cousins and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So she might be a relative, who knows? But he hired her. He didn't know she was a relative at that time, but he hired her to come watch his children, okay? But she ain't no ex-convict is what he said. She's not an ex-convict. No, she's not an ex-convict. She just like posing in front of cylinder block with orange on. Orange is her favorite color. She just like putting on orange jumpsuits and posing in front of big cylinder blocks. Okay, that's what she likes doing. But she's not an ex-convict. Now, he's like, I asked her, and she told me she wasn't. You so stupid. You're so stupid. Okay.
Obviously, she was sending him lots of gifts. Okay.
Anywho.
Because they called me and they were like, hey, we're getting all these reports. And I'm like, I don't.
And he's like, oh, the FBI said that this was Photoshop. Listen to the lies he tells. Listen.
And I have a right to better my life. And I have a right to be here. You be over there and I'll be over here. I'm not bothering you. Leave me the fuck alone, you know? Why did I have an ex-convict in my house? I didn't have any ex-convict in my house. That is called propaganda. That's these women lying. See, when you do something wrong, right? When you do something wrong, you gotta make up lies and distractions to cover up your mistakes. So I haven't had any ex-convict in my house. There's been no nude pictures taken in my house to my knowledge. And I've seen the evidence. I'm like, this isn't nude pictures. Like, CPS has seen the evidence, the FBI have seen the evidence, and they're all like, what are these people talking about? There's no ex-convict. That picture was photoshopped. That's what an FBI agent told me. Because they called me and they were like, hey, we're getting all these reports. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. At the time, I was like shocked. I was like, I thought something had happened. And then I started talking to them and they were like, it's a kid sitting on a toilet. This isn't nudity.
But why would a nanny take a picture of a child sitting on a toilet and share it with other people on social media? And it ain't even her damn child. Why would this woman that can't stand the ground the mother walks on take a picture of Korra's kids sitting on a toilet and taking a bath and share it? Please explain that. Who for you to take a picture of somebody else's kids and share it? Shame on you. That's absurd. This lady is not even allowed around her own grandkids, from what I heard, allegedly. She's not even allowed around her own grandkids. Would you allow her around your grandkids? Huh? Would you? Look at her. Would you allow her around your own grandkids? Around your kids? Yeah, right. Okay.
And my ex and Nancy, they're all saying I was selling nude pictures. I mean, they need to understand what a serious allegation that is and how much that's going to backfire.
Well, allegedly, they gave him $2,000 for the photos. So I don't know if that's called selling the photos or not. But he got $2,000 for it, allegedly. He got a PayPal payment of $2,000, allegedly.
Hard in court. You don't accuse a parent of such a thing without consequences. So, you saw chats, right? It's amazing to me that people just believe anything they see on the internet. It's no wonder we can't get a good president.
So now somebody's saying he's saying you saw chats, meaning you saw messages, chats. You know what I mean? Chats, CHATS. You saw messages. Well, y'all just believe anything y'all see on the internet because she proved that there was some type of chat messages in this WhatsApp group that they were chatting back and forth with each other. And this jailbird that's standing on cell block D, right? She said that she got permission from him to share those photos online. Why in the hell would a father that cares about the safety of his daughters give permission to another woman to share photos of your children on the damn potty? What? Really? Just but you care about the safety of your girls. Lies, and more lies.
Especially in Nigeria. I mean, like, you guys, like, corruption is the name of the game.
He goes from you guys saw chats, y'all believe anything y'all see, to now trying to put down Nigeria, right? By saying corruption is the name of the game. Now we know Nigeria and America and a bunch of other countries have a lot of corruption, because if y'all think we ain't got no corrupt government here, you're crazy, okay? America got a corrupt government just like any other place have a corrupt government. But now he goes from y'all seeing chats to now he is trying to put down their country. And these idiots don't even realize it, right? They don't even realize he's trying to put down their country, but they support him. Imagine that.
as long as they get what they want. People are really, truly, maybe people are coming into this story a little bit late, but let me just remind you, for 2 years, I was being harassed by about 100 bloggers that were being paid to spread lies, rumors. It's called a smear campaign. And I stayed absolutely silent to try to take the high road and do what's best for my daughters, at the destruction of my business and reputation. I had a 90% decrease. 2 years ago, I had 3 thriving businesses. Now I have 1. 2 of my businesses failed, partially because my mental health was suffering. I was depressed, I was anxious, and people would go and destroy it. So I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I'm trying to defend my livelihood.
Let me stop for a second because I'm gonna briefly show this and then we're gonna move on. But you know the lady Crystal that I just showed y'all on Cell Block D, that he said that she is not a criminal. Now, of course, this is public knowledge. So, and I am showing this to you guys based on the Fair Use Act. I am showing this based on commenting, news reporting, and criticism, okay? But I want you guys to see the woman that he allowed to come in his house record, okay? This is also found on the King Esther page on Facebook, so you can go look yourself. But look how many arrests this lady has. Now, y'all know I used to do this stuff too. Now, I used to look up somebody's record in a minute, right? But anyway, the lady name is Crystal Lynn Hesketh. How do you say that? Hesketh, I think. But look, offense, harassment, course of conduct with legitimate purpose. Another one, arrest for violation of order. Offense, harassment, stalking by, I don't know what that means. Command, ad, lewd. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what some of these charges mean, but stalking by something, lewd, obscene, etc. Another one, harassing, course of conduct with no legitimate purpose. Another one, harassment. The lady is a fucking harasser, period. The lady likes to harass people. Tell Crystal to come over here and harass me. Tell her to come harass me. Look, subject others to physical contact, course of contact with no legitimate purpose. I don't know. The lady look at this offense, harassment. Offense, arrest for a violation of order, harassment, 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 harassment. Obedience to traffic control. Okay, traffic. Harassment. This lady, apparently she lives in Pennsylvania. And she didn't got arrested a lot, okay? A lot. So, but he says that I'm assuming he's saying these are photoshopped. This lady record go all the way back. Look, guilty plea, guilty. Oh, this is this harassment, course of conduct with no legitimate purpose. Like, this lady like to harass people. So anyway, but I just thought I'd just show that to you. But this is the lady that he had in his home, okay? In his house.
So people can call me Dustbin, whatever you want. You guys can call me names. At this point, you're just embarrassing yourselves for the world. I mean, who the hell is an American gonna want to marry someone from Nigeria now? Like, that's the consequences of.
And did you hear what he just said? Who the hell in America would want to marry somebody from Nigeria? Listen to this man. And this is when he getting ready to say that his American friends ended their engagement because of his situation. Listen to this shit. He's so fucking condescending that it's sad. You hear me? Condescending. He's so condescending. Oh my God. He make you want to regurgitate, seriously.
Especially in Nigeria. I mean, like, you guys, like, because they called me and they were like, hey, we're getting all these reports. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. At the time, I was like, shocked. I was like, I thought something had happened. And then I started talking to them. They're like, there's It's a kid sitting on a toilet. This isn't nudity. And my ex and Nancy, they're all saying I was selling nude pictures. I mean, they need to understand what a serious allegation that is and how much that's going to backfire hard in court. You don't accuse a parent of such a thing without consequences. So,
Thank you, Candy.
you saw chats, right? It's amazing to me that people just believe anything they see on the internet. It's no wonder we can't get a good president.
He didn't even explain the chats. This joker said you saw chat. And now he goes on, and that's why we can't get a good president, because y'all just believe anything y'all hear on the internet. He didn't even address the chats. He didn't even address it. This is what you call gaslighting right here. He blows it off and starts talking about, no wonder we can get a good president. No wonder the government in Nigeria is corrupt. You guys believe anything. You saw chats. And that he goes.
Especially in Nigeria. I mean, like, you guys, like, corruption is the name of the game.
Full of shit.
As long as they get what they want. People are really, truly, maybe people are coming into this story a little bit late, but let me just remind you. For 2 years, I was being harassed by about 100 bloggers that were being paid to spread lies, rumors. It's called a smear campaign. And I stayed absolutely silent to try to take the high road and do what's best for my daughters. At the destruction of my business and reputation, I had a 90% decrease. 2 years ago, I had 3 thriving businesses. Now I have 1. 2 of my businesses failed, partially because my mental health was suffering. I was depressed, I was anxious, and people would go and destroy it. So I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I'm trying to defend my livelihood. So people can call me Dustbin, whatever you want. You guys can call me names. At this point, you're just embarrassing yourselves for the world. I mean, who the hell is an American gonna want to marry someone from Nigeria now? Like, that's the consequences of this. This is like you guys, and I love Nigerians. I love the culture. My daughters are half Nigerians. One of my best friends is Nigerian. But this kind of mentality perpetuated on the internet is severely hurting your guys' reputation and credibility to get immigrated here as a spouse. I mean, I don't know how many men have reached out to me in the last 2 years and be like, I ended my engagement because of what you're going through, and I just cannot take that risk.
I thought he said yesterday that he don't lie. Did y'all just hear this man? He said, I don't know how many men reached out to me over the last 2 years and said, I'm ending my engagement with my Nigerian fiance because I just can't take that risk. I can't just bring my Nigerian fiance over here because she's going to do to me what Korra has done to you. I've been watching your story over the last 2 years, and I just said, fuck it, I'm done. I can't do this shit. So now he's telling Nigerians, it's going to be hard for y'all to get immigrated here as a wife in America because of what has happened to me. So, oh well, too bad, too sad. Ain't nobody in America gonna want to bring you over here and enslave y'all asses or whatnot because of my story. They're gonna let y'all stay over there and they're gonna get their slaves from somewhere else. Okay, that's what's gonna happen. Because when they go get y'all and bring y'all over here, they're doing it because they want you to come over here and they want you to obey them. Okay, because they know these American women ain't for that shit. Okay, These men that go over and pick these African women, these Asian women, these other race women, they go over to these countries because they know that they ain't gonna find no American woman that's gonna bark when they say bark. Okay, I'm just keeping it a buck. All right, they don't want an American because they can't rule her. These men are looking for women that they can rule. They want to snap their finger and they want that woman to jump up. Yeah. What do you need me to do for you? What do you need? I'll do it because I love you so much. We're not doing that, okay? And they don't want our asses. They don't want us at all. So now he's threatening them by saying, if y'all don't behave and be on my side and tell Korra how wrong she is, she gonna make it bad for all of y'all because ain't no American over here gonna go snatch y'all asses up and bring y'all over here, okay? So y'all better be on my side and be against Korra because this is what Korra is doing to y'all. Korra is making it impossible for y'all to be snatched up, all right? I don't know how many men that reached out to me and said, I can't do it. I can't go get me a Nigerian woman after seeing what happened to you. I broke off my engagement. Liar. It's an effing liar. And if y'all believe it, you stupid.
Mentality perpetuated on the internet is severely hurting your guys' reputation and credibility to get immigrated here as a spouse. I mean, I don't know how many men have reached out to me in the last 2 years and be like, I ended my engagement because of what you're going through, and I just cannot take that risk. Do I realize if I hurt her, I'm also hurting my daughters? I'm not hurting anyone. I am defending myself. There is a difference. There is a difference. If somebody is on the street and tries to attack you and you punch them in the face, you're not going to get charged for assault. It's self-defense. Like, where is common sense in this planet? Where is common sense in this world? So, I mean, have you guys ever occurred to you, all you Koreans terrorist organization, that I wouldn't have to defend myself if she just shut her damn mouth and left me alone?
What did he just say? This joker had the nerve to say he wouldn't have had to defend himself if she would have just shut her damn mouth. But I thought early on in the video, he said, I'm not trying to keep her quiet. I want her to talk. I want her to talk because then all she's going to do is reveal herself. But now he's saying she should have just shut her damn mouth. She should have just shut her damn mouth. That's what he said. She should have just shut her damn mouth. That is a man that wants to control a woman. She should have just shut her damn mouth. You see how he talks? But this man say he's not abusive. He say he's not abusive. But yet he comes out here and say she should have shut her damn mouth. She should have just shut her damn mouth. She should have just let me come out here and say whatever I want to say about her, defame her up and down these social media streets, and she should have just shut her damn mouth. Imagine that. If she would have just let him defame her, right? Talk about her like a dog. Say anything I want to say. Ruin her name, her family's name. If she would have just let me make her look like dog shit, ruin her totally, right? If she would have just let me do that without talking, then we wouldn't be here today, right? But because she defended herself and then just shut her damn mouth, that's why we are where we are. Because she should have just shut her damn mouth and got deported and let my kids stay over here. She should have just shut her damn mouth. That pisses me off. She should have just shut her damn mouth.
How many men have reached out to me in the last 2 years and
Sorry,
I ended my engagement because of what you're going through, and I just cannot take that risk. Do I realize if I hurt her, I'm also hurting my daughters? I'm not hurting anyone. I am defending myself. There is a difference. There is a difference. If somebody is on the street and tries to attack you and you punch them in the face, you're not going to get charged for assault. It's self-defense. Like, where is common sense in this planet? Where is common sense in this world? So, I mean, have you guys ever occurred to you, all you Koreans terrorist organization, that I wouldn't have to defend myself if she just shut her damn mouth and left me alone for the betterment of the kids? You guys should actively be encouraging her to shut her mouth. Because I have spoke softly, but I'm carrying a big ass stick. So I have been.
You guys should be encouraging her to shut her damn mouth. Because I spoke softly, but I'm carrying a big ass stick. Where? Where's your big ass stick? Where's this big ass stick, y'all? Where is it? Y'all should be encouraging her to shut her damn mouth. Because I speak softly, but I'm carrying a big ass stick.
Preaching co-parenting peace publicly and privately with her, and she's chasing money. She's chasing emotional manipulation and scamming tactics, which has a shelf life. So those of you guys that are my fans, and it's even weird to me to say that I have fans because I just don't think of myself as a public figure. I think of myself as just a normal human trying to make some sort of positive impact on the life. Like, it's time to fight back. It's time to fight back. Start, like, if people can't make money terrorizing other people, then this will stop. So, anyways, so Ana Luisa is going to be here in about 45 minutes. So I need to prepare. Leave her alone too. I did leave her alone. 2 years. 2 years of silence. 2 years of getting beat up in the street and not defending myself. 2 years of having everything I loved destroyed. And I kept quiet, trying to do the right thing. Now the right thing is to tell the truth, to save other people from experiencing what I've had to go through. Because I'm telling you, if I wasn't stronger and I didn't have my girls to ground me and keep me centered, I don't think I'd be here. Because this has sucked. This has really sucked. This has really been an emotional, spiritual battle. When you're not even trying to fight. Truly, I wasn't trying to fight. Just trying to live my life, create content, and toxic women, mostly on the internet, just don't want to see a good guy succeed. And now it's time for me to fight back. So, this ex-convict. Yeah, so my ex took out a restraining order on this supposed ex-convict and didn't show up to the court date. So if she's so concerned about this ex-convict taking nude pictures and I'm selling nude pictures on my internet, why wouldn't she show up to a court date? Where's her proof? She doesn't have any. It's all for social media. It's all for social media.
Now, about that, I heard that she didn't show up, but I didn't know the reason why. If somebody knows, y'all can tell me. But she is refiling. I don't know if she forgot the date or whatever the case may be. But somebody in the comments, please tell me the reason they said that she didn't show up, please. Because I think her sister was talking about it, said something about she didn't show up. But what was the reason why she didn't show up? Because I do know that she is refiling. She is refiling.
To make her look like I'm a strong, powerful.
Okay, so Ken J says she honestly forgot. Okay.
Woman, look at me, protect my daughters. Let me make this court date and then not show up. Okay, she goes read and file. Make sure she shows up. Present her evidence. She's going to lose. Just like she's always losing. Always losing in court but always saying she's winning on social media. It's crazy. And the crazy thing is you guys are believing it, perpetuating it, and spreading the lies. So if somebody loses in court, like, you can't take it as fact. If she was so concerned about this ex-convict who's not an ex-convict at all, has no criminal record, I checked, then why didn't she show for the court date? It's all for social media. It's all like, I'm a strong, independent, powerful woman. Look at me protect my daughters. While I rack up court order violations and jeopardize the future of her daughters with her. Because here, man, men and women have equal rights for the most part. There is a huge bias towards women, but I mean, man, the law is the law. You break the law, and there's consequences, and being a woman isn't necessarily going to save you. So, I mean, blue-eyed devil. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. I'm okay with being the villain in your story. I'm okay. It doesn't bother me anymore. You guys' comments on here, they don't bother anymore. They don't bother me anymore. They didn't bother me for a long time, and then after a while, it's just like, God, leave me alone. I'm being harassed here. Great, $50,000 GoFundMe. I'm going to show up without a lawyer and win, just like I've won everything else. And it's not going to cost $50,000. It's probably going to cost $5,000. Where's the rest of the money going to go? It's called a scam.
And that's why that lady came in earlier saying, my friend is in law in Los Angeles, say it's going to be 5 to 10. She got that shit from Justin, and then she just pretending that she got some friend in LA. Now he's talking about it's going to cost 5. Where the other money going to go? That's exactly why that lady came in here and said what the hell she said.
Make sure she you guys part of the terrorist organization. Make sure she proves that the money was spent on a lawyer. If not, it's called fraud. It's a crime. But you guys will just support it. It's okay. It's okay. She can lie, steal, manipulate. She can scam people out of money. We still love her. We still support her. Setting a bad example for my kids. It really is. Anyways, so in about 30 minutes, I'm going to go live with Ana Luisa. And we are going to make some educational content. But I just feel like I had to get on here and kind of shoot the shit a little bit. So, yeah. Yep, let's leave race out of this, because race has nothing to do with this. Honestly, please leave race out of this. If I see racist comments on here, I'm going to delete it. Not delete it, I'm going to block it. And like, we just, as a culture, man, as a society, we got to grow. We need to be better. Somebody says, we love her no matter what. Great. Call me Dustbin. You can love someone without going to harass someone. Please go support her. I have no problem with her growing and getting as big as she possibly can be.
Lies.
Just don't try to destroy the father of your children as a means for your financial success. In what world is that okay? To just try to destroy the other parent to achieve your financial success. Could you imagine if I started talking about this stuff at the peak of this saga? I would have made $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 doing exactly what I'm doing now. But money doesn't drive me. My kids do. So I kept quiet. If I would have been doing what she was doing, I probably would have made $1 million too. But I didn't do it. Because I prioritized my children over money. And if I hadn't, I promise you my kids would be in foster care. Anyways. Catch y'all later. I'll be back in about 30 minutes with Ana Luisa. I will
And
put
never
her
came back with
link to her Instagram in the comments section. Go say nice things. Go support her. If you guys go and harass her, she's ready for it. Anybody that works with me with content, they're ready for your harassment. They want it. Bring the harassment. It brings them followers and support.
He sounds crazy.
Don't you
Like
guys realize that hate builds brands?
hate builds brands, and that's why he's hating. So he build his
Catch
brand.
you later.
He's such a fucking joke. Listen, I just went going back on his page for a second, and this is not for me to put his kids on blast. Hold on one second. I just want to show y'all something. He said he's been quiet for 2 years, right? I told you I'm gonna do this video where I'm showing all his outbursts and shit over the 2-year time frame, but I'm just gonna show you a few of them right now, right? And these are just based off the title. I'm sure there's more because I got to go through them. If somebody want to go through it for me and send it to me, that would be great. But listen to this. Hold on. I'm just going to show you a few. He says he's been quiet since for 2 years straight. Okay. He says he's been quiet for 2 years straight. Ain't said shit, right? Ain't said shit. Okay. Right here. Discuss. Okay. No, not that one. Apologies to my followers that are being harassed. I'm sure that one right there is about Korra. Okay. Police came knocking at my door. Let's discuss peptides, whatever that is, peptides. I'm sure that's about Korra. Don't believe the headlines. Starting my week off with my girls. I'm sure that's about Korra. Divorce isn't something to be celebrated. I'm sure that's about Korra. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me go back. A year ago. Okay. I'm just based off the headlines. I'm only going based off the headlines. I'm sure some of these other ones, the headlines might say one thing and he's talking about something different. But right now I'm just going off the headlines. Okay. I've been quiet for 2 years. I've seen another one. Hold on. And to be honest with you, every last one of these might be about Korra while you playing. I seen another one. Is one on 42 weeks ago that says, let's talk about my divorce. And I want you guys to tell me, how long is 42 weeks ago? How long is 42 weeks ago? Let's get to it. Where is it at? But he been quiet for 2 years, right? Hold on. Right here. What's 42 weeks ago? I was a great husband. 42 weeks ago. How long is 42 weeks ago, you guys? Let's click on it right quick. I was a great husband. Why is he explaining that he was a great husband? But he ain't been talking about it. Let's see what he's saying, y'all.
Hey, everyone. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going to break the rules because the rules don't seem to matter.
But this is a guy that said he's been quiet for been quiet for 2 years, okay?
I'm going to start telling my side of the story.
Oh, but I thought he just not said he was telling his side of the story like a month ago. So he been telling his side of the story? You mean to tell me he been telling his side of the story? This is July of 2023. I thought he just now started talking, you guys. Wait a minute. Did he just say, I'm about to tell my side of the story? Huh?
Ask anyone? I am not going to do anything like that.
Oh, you could tell he was definitely skinnier a year ago. That joker looked like an old swole up hot dog right about now, don't he?
I said I was sick yesterday. I wasn't sick yesterday. I was in a bad mood. I was depressed because my reputation, my life is being destroyed by my ex-wife. And she's making a lot of money, somewhere in the neighborhood of $2 million over the last year, crafting a story.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. But I thought he'd been quiet for 2 years, huh? He is aging fast. He looked like a whole different guy, don't he? But listen, I thought he had been quiet for 2 years. You mean to tell me he talked about this 42 weeks ago? You mean to tell me he came out and said all this 42 weeks ago about Korra? Wait a minute. I thought he's been quiet. What?
Terrible human being. And my mental health is really suffering because I know it's not true, and I cannot defend myself without it being used against me. But at this point, it's gone too far. It's been nearly 2 years of me, a year and a half of me just minding my own business, just trying to do what's best for my daughters, protect my daughters. And now it's all across the.
Oh, so he just been saying the same shit? Is that what y'all telling me? Are you telling me this man been saying the same shit? I'm just trying to protect my daughters. He been saying the same thing? He ain't even changed it up? What? Are you kidding me right now?
Internet that I'm this horrible human. So rather than try to bash the other individual, my ex-wife, Korra Obidi, I am going to simply say, I'm going to simply tell my story about how awesome of a husband I was. So this is not going to be any sort of drama fest. This is just me defending my character. And every single day, somebody's doing something to try to destroy my life based off of things that she said that just simply are not true. I've won everything she said. I had won in court fully, and it just continues.
This sounds like a repeat of what the hell this man just said yesterday and the day before yesterday. Are you kidding me? Now listen, are you serious right now? This man is literally saying the same shit.
For profiteering.
Oh my God.
To make money. That's all it's about. It's just, let's make some money. Let's capitalize on another person's misfortune who happens to be the father of her children. And let's make as much money as humanly possible. I, on the other hand, have actively not participated in this at all.
What?
Because it's what's best for my kids. But now it's to a point now where I can't look at myself in the mirror because I can't defend myself. And it's just it's frustrating.
This joker literally just said that, y'all. Oh my God.
Many of you have been watching my page and you can see the kind of person I am. You can see who I am as a man, who I was as a husband, those of you that have been following our story for the last 5 years, and who I am as a father. So rather than bash any individual, I am going to simply talk about myself. So
Justin has mental issues.
yeah. Those of you guys don't want to hear it, don't listen. This is
What is it about yourself then? Say it, shit.
how much I love and sacrificed for another human, and refusing to participate in all the profiteering that's going on. So here goes. Many of you guys know my backstory. I'm a small town Eastern Oregon kid, grew up 19 years old, barely literate, read at a 6th grade level. I only got in college because my college coach pulled a favor to get me in. And I was in
Okay, Tammy.
kind of like a special circumstances kind of situation. At 19, I decided I'm going to change my life, and I worked hard for the next until today to better my life and make a better life for my children. And that is all being destroyed so that money can be made. And I'm not here to make money. I am here because
Kimberly.
it's really affected me that Nothing I do. I follow all the rules. I do not participate in anything. I put the kids first, and at the extreme detriment of myself, and it doesn't seem to matter. So here it is, me telling what kind of husband I was. So like I was saying, at 19, I couldn't read. By the time I was 28 years old, I had taught 60 continuing education seminars. I had co-created I'm tired. I'm barely sleeping. I created a
He's still doing that clearing of the throat shit. Oh my God.
for cutaneous nerves. I've invented 2 treatment techniques that have continuing education courses that I teach called the neurocentric approach, which is actually an entire system that I co-created with my mentor.
I don't want to hear that.
There's over
Is he gonna say anything about Korra?
3
Hold on.
weeks. I knew that this was the person I was going to marry.
All right, hold on.
In probably 3 weeks, I knew that. And the next morning,
Wait a minute, did he actually talk about Korra?
it doesn't seem to matter. Hundreds and hundreds of court order violations later, it doesn't seem to matter.
Wait a minute, what?
Yes, but it doesn't seem to matter. Hundreds and hundreds of court order violations later, it doesn't seem to matter. Probably because I'm a male. The system is against men. Absolutely, this is showing me this more than anything. So we met. The first night we met, we went out to the club and we had a fantastic night. We both got very intoxicated, and she came back to my house. And being the gentleman,
But didn't Korra say they was divorced April of 2022? They were divorced April of 2022, but July 19th of 2023, he talking about the first fucking day they met? Like, are you kidding me right now? The first day, I thought she was the love of my life, and yeah, we went back to our room and we got it on, and yeah, so I don't love her. No, stop telling me that. Stop saying I love her. I don't love her no more. I just gave her all of my life. I just gave her everything that I've ever owned in my life, and I just can't get over this shit. And yeah, we've been divorced for over a year, and I'm still talking about her. I just can't. Yeah, it's been 5 years, and I just want to say my side of the story because I was a good husband, and it's been 25 years now. And I just want to tell y'all what happened. And the first night we did, yeah, it's been 30 years, and yeah, she ruined my life. And yeah, on the first day we met, and what the fuck? He ain't gonna never get over it. Are you kidding me? They are divorced, and he is talking about the first day they met. Are you kidding me? I can't even tell you the first day me and my ex met. And the first day, hell, I don't know. And we yeah, and I really was in love with her eyes, and it just sparkled out at me. But no, I don't love her. She's evil bitch. She's an evil ass witch, and she's a horrible ass person, and she's a horrible mother. And as long as she has custody of my kids, I'm gonna talk. Oh my God, this man is sick for real.
Sleep with her on the first night because I deemed her and myself.
Wait a minute, what you say about sleeping with her on the first night? What?
Probably because I'm a male. The system is against men.
Wait a minute, he said something about sleeping with her on the first night. Korra, what the fuck?
So we met. The first night we met, we went out to the club and we had a fantastic night. We both got very intoxicated, and she came back to my house. And being the gentleman that I was,
how the fuck do you remember what happened on the first night? And he said we both got very intoxicated. So why in the world is he telling the story of the first night if they was both drunk? Huh? He's a joke.
He used to sleep with her on the first night because I deemed her.
Wait a minute, what is about sleep with her? More shut up.
Okay. We both got very intoxicated, and she came back to my house. And being the gentleman that I was, I refused to sleep with her on the first night because I deemed her and myself too drunk. So we did not.
He is lying. Oh my God. That joker said, I refuse to sleep with her on the first night because of the gentleman that I am. He is lying. His drunk lying ass is lying. He refused to sleep with her on the first night because he's a gentleman. A gentleman don't bash his baby's mother online in front of millions of people. He is a liar. A liar. No gentleman, baby. No gentleman here.
And the next morning, that was the only day we spent apart in China, was the next day. And the following day on, we spent every single day, all day together, except for when I was at work or she was at work. I fell in love with her very quickly. Within probably 3 weeks, I knew that this was the person I was going to marry. And that's not something that, I took lightly at the time, or I still don't take lightly now. And
exactly, Bokomo. So that's exactly what he tried to do. He tried to insinuate that she was trying to give him some coochie on the first night, but he refused it. His line ass. See, and that's furthermore trying to present her to be a hoe. He's trying to say she tried to sleep with me, but I refused to sleep with her on the first night. He's trying to call her a hoe on the sly. This man think he's slick. He think he's so slick. If y'all date this mofo, y'all crazy as hell, period.
So frustrated I even have to talk about this, but at the end of the day, you got to defend your livelihood. So
it frustrates him to have to talk about this 42 weeks ago, but he's still talking about it. But it frustrates him. What? Man, I thought this man was saying some new shit the other day. You mean to tell me he done said all this shit already? See, I am not even over that part yet. He done said all this shit already. And he's still saying it?
Our relationship was perfect in China, to be honest with you.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Did this mofo just say their relationship was perfect in China? The relationship was perfect. Ain't no relationship was perfect. Oh, our relationship was perfect. She must have been licking his ass in China. That's the only thing I can think why he's saying the relationship was perfect. Are you kidding me?
Or I still don't take lightly now.
Oh my God. This
And
irritate my ass.
So frustrated I even have to talk about this, but at the end of the day, you got to defend your livelihood. So our relationship was perfect in China, to be honest with you. She treated me with respect. She treated me like I was a king.
Oh, get it? That joker said the relationship was perfect because she treated me with respect. She treated me like a king. I get it now. She came to America. That's what happened to her ass. She became Americanized on that ass. She ain't treat him with that American respect. Listen, she was over in America and she ain't treat him with that same respect that he deemed was respect over in China, honey. That's what happened. She came over to America and smelt the America air. You hear me? She smelt the American air, baby, and then switched up. He said, relationship was perfect. She treated me with respect.
Oh, our relationship was perfect in China, to be honest with you. She treated me with respect. She treated me like I was a king, and I returned
Like
in kind. So why did she move to China? She moved to China because she released an EP that was an utter failure. And she moved to China because she wasn't making money as a singer, as a dancer. She had broken up with her boyfriend, and she needed to go and make some money.
This mofo said he was going to talk about himself. He's talking about himself, but he said why she moved to China. He said he was going to explain how good of a goddamn husband he was. What is saying why she moved to China is talking about how good of a husband he was. What has he said he did good yet? What is he? What?
The goal is to go to China for a few years, make some money, and come back and build a house or something like that. Well, I encouraged her adamantly to follow her dreams because I was the product of somebody that overcame insurmountable odds to accomplish my dreams. And at 28 years old, I had accomplished every dream that I had, every goal that I had put at that point. So I was extremely happy with where I was. I knew what it felt like to accomplish something very difficult to accomplish a dream and then actually see it occur. And I wanted that for her. I wanted that for my wife, and soon to be wife at that time. So every single day, and I mean every day, we would go out and we would think of the content ideas. And I would film for her. I would motivate her. I would push her to be her best. We would do maybe 50 takes of a dance scene on any given day sometimes. We wouldn't do it until both of us, we wouldn't stop until both of us were very happy with the result. And after a few months of this, see what was working and see what wasn't, I decided that it was working. She's when she moved to China, she had 43,000 Instagram followers and barely any followers anywhere else. And after just a few months, we got her up to like 80,000 roughly. So we were seeing what was working or not. So in high school, I actually took video productions. I took 2 years of video productions. I made the highlight reel for my cross country team. I really liked editing videos. So what I did is I bought a subscription to Adobe, and I would take the videos and I would actually speed up her body movements to make her look like a better dancer.
I think I heard
She's an
him say
extremely
this
gifted,
before.
talented dancer. Anyways, but for social media, it's all about like getting your attention past the first 3 seconds. So I would speed up her hips so they would bounce more. I would speed up her arms so it looked a little bit more eye-catching, because sometimes on video it's not, what looks really good in real life doesn't look as good on camera. So you have to speed it up a little bit. You got to make the hip movements. You got to make it pop more. And that was exactly what I did. And
I heard him
one
say
second, I'll get
this.
some water.
Yeah, I heard him say this shit. Hold on, let me see. You know, when they be drinking that damn water. Hold on, let me fast forward.
To move on with my life and raise my daughters in peace and tranquility. But like I said, she's made $2 million in the last year and a half
Wait a
off
minute.
of trashing.
Is this the video where he actually shows how much she made? This Joker actually showed how much she made online on this video. I think I've seen this one.
The father of her children, who they love and adore, I will say. So we'd speed up the videos, and I could see it was starting to gain traction. People like the story, country hick, Nigerian princess. That was really sticky as well. So after about, I would say, this was probably about June, I proposed to her on the bund. And I asked her to quit her job, where she was making around, I can't remember the exact number, it was like $2,500 or $3,000 a month, which she had to pay 20% of that to her brother-in-law to pay for for getting her the job, basically. That being said, she actually, on her paperwork, lied to the Chinese government and said that she was an American from Salt Lake City, but she was not. Anyways, I didn't care about that. So I proposed to her and I asked her to quit her job because we needed to be able to spend more time on creating content. Because at this point I was absolutely head over heels in love with her. And I'm a strategist, I'm a thinker.
How can he be head over heels in love with an evil, demonic, horrible whore? How? Huh?
Gosh, this is even difficult for you to talk about. So I come to the conclusion that I was making pretty good money then, about 10 grand a month, which was tax-free money. I didn't have to pay taxes on it. So I said, well, I can just pay all our bills. You should just quit your job and we'll just make content all day. And that's what she did. She quit her job. She still had to pay 20% of her income, or something. I don't remember the exact percentage, something like that, to her brother-in-law, so that I paid off her brother-in-law the rest of the balance due, because she still had like 8 more months of work or something like that. was a pretty significant. It was like, I don't know, it was like $7,000 or $8,000 or something. So I paid him so that she didn't have any obligation to him, and she could just create content all day. And that's what we did. I was only working like maybe 4 hours a day. They only had a select group of athletes that I was working with. They wouldn't actually let an athlete work with me unless they were top 3 in the country, which I didn't really agree with, but it is what it is. So yeah, she quit her job and we started making content every day. And it really, at that point, they really started to blow up. They really did. She really was starting to get like really happy. And anytime, I remember giving her pep talks until 2 or 3 in the morning when I had to work at 8 about you can do this, like, you know, just like this we can do this. We can really make this work. We can really like make you into like a Beyonce of Africa. All we need is like strategy. And so then we started talking about going back to the States. And originally my plan was actually to move to Central Oregon, Bend, Oregon. It's kind of a mountainous, beautiful wonderland, which is more my ideal living. I love mountains more than the ocean. But I told her, it was like, in the entertainment industry, there's only 2 options of places to live to really make your dreams in this particular entertainment industry even possible. It was Los Angeles.
Wait a minute. So MB said this guy moved to Nigeria for 9 months and lived with Korra. Her dad also gave him $10K when he moved back to the States. What? He moved to Nigeria with her? But she wasn't hollering how she made him and created him and sheltered him for 9 months. But he want to give all the praise to himself, like he built her and took care of her and financed her for the whole entire relationship. The fact that I'm listening to this, what he's saying, and this was 42 weeks ago, clearly tell me this breakup was hurtful to him and he would never get past it. Korra broke this man's heart. Now, I don't know about the first wife he was with. I don't know her name. I don't know nothing about her. But this breakup right here, it hit him in his gut. Do you hear me? This breakup has destroyed this man. It destroyed him because he is still saying the same thing, but yet his lying lips say he has been quiet for 2 years. I literally went on his page to see. This man said he'd been quiet for 2 years, even though I knew he wasn't. I'm like, what the hell he's been talking about? And I looked on, I was a great husband, and it said 42 weeks ago. This man, I clicked on it, you guys, and he's saying the same shit he just said yesterday and today and 4-5 days ago. Do you hear me? She broke his heart. You right, Sandra. Sandra said, hell yeah, she broke his heart. We all see it with his repeating ass. Exactly. She broke his heart. This man is broken. This man is broken. She said he even said he was depressed and went to a therapist. And she told him he wasn't ready for therapy. This man needed a lot of medication. Something is wrong. Seriously. Seriously. She said, yeah, that's why the family was pissed when he tried to push the narrative that she came from a poor family. Is what? Oh my God. So this man, he hurt, y'all. You know how we say, oh, he hurt, he butt hurt. This man right here is hurt. She said, Justin, stop. God will dump you. What does that mean? Hold on. He knew she was a damn good woman that lost her. So now he's hurt. Exactly, Don. He is hurt bad. And you can tell it. The man is telling everybody that he ain't said nothing for 2 years. And you can clearly go back on his page and you can tell in this video right here, he was messed up. That joker said, I can't even talk about it. He drinking water like he fucking dehydrated. He had like he out in the, and he still got the same damn shirt on. Like, what's up with the, anyway, I digress. Let's continue to listen to this joker. Said she's her own Beyonce, you narc.
Or New York City. But she didn't want to deal with the snow. So we moved to Los Angeles, which is probably the better choice anyways, because this is
exactly, Candy. Thank you, sweetie, for that.
Studios are, and that sort of thing. So made a plan to move to Hollywood. We went and did the traditional wedding.
Oh, wow.
And then I moved to Los Angeles.
Candy said he is beyond broke. He's the worst I've ever seen. Exactly. Thank you for that super chat. Fontaine said, I watched Korra on an interview and she said she broke his heart because she needed to be who she needed to be. Yeah, she broke this man's heart, y'all. Oh my God, y'all. Sandrine said, when she probably set foot on American soil and realized that his reality was far from perfect, they were couch surfing. They had no place to live, allegedly. Her family is very established in Nigeria. Yeah, I heard that. I heard they had, you could tell Nancy got it going on. Hell, I had to ask, is that house here in America or is that in Nigeria? Somebody said, no, that house is in Nigeria. I said, what? Shit, that house look nice, y'all. Y'all know I love nice houses, honey. I live in Nancy's house, honey. That thing is bad. I love Nancy's stove, her oven, and everything, honey. I live in that house. You hear me? Nancy got a bad house. Girl, anti-violence said, so can you all see that these abusive individuals have the same behavior tactic? Girl, you better say it. Girl, you better shout that to the damn roof. Yes, I've noticed. Okay? Absolutely. Oh my God. And drinking that water make you just want to gurgle. He drinking that water because he nervous, because he lying. He talks about this story like it just happened yesterday. This man literally act like Korra literally just broke up with him yesterday. It's been 2 years and he ain't moved on yet. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Lynn, for the super chat. She said he is so bitter. When someone show you the real, believe it. Girl, you better. You better. You better. Oh my God.
Here we are now. Not knowing a soul. I didn't know anyone from LA. I'd only been to the outskirts of LA once or twice. So I moved here, and I remember it being a very sad, lonely time because I just came off of like this crazy.
I thought he was supposed to be talking about how great of a husband he was. Talking about how great of a person you are don't mean that you got to down somebody else. Tell us what the fuck you did in the marriage. What made you so great? Have y'all heard that? I heard nothing but I speeded up a video and made her hips gyrate quicker than they would have. What did he do? How was he a great husband? Because he told her to quit a job? Did that make him a great husband because he told her to quit a job and he videotaped her every day? That makes him a great husband? What?
Experience living in China and then living in Nigeria and just all these culturally interesting times. And I had spent a lot of the money that we had made on doing like going and eating at awesome places and traveling and paying for the wedding, paying for her brother. So I spent a lot of my money preparing, and then it was like $10,000 for the immigration to immigrate her here. So by the time I got to LA, I really only had like maybe $10,000 to my name. So while I was trying to build my first business, which was a failure, mind you, I was living in hostels. So I remember staying in this particular hostel. It was like $30 a night. It was a room with bunk beds, 3 bunks on each side. So I was staying with 6 men. And it was quite obvious that some of them were drug dealers. Some of them were like down on their luck, down on their times. And it was, it was kind of like in my mind, it was like, okay, now I'm backsliding in life a little bit. I just came off of living in a penthouse in one of the most beautiful areas in China, in Shanghai. And
wait a minute, he was living with drug dealers with Korra or by himself? What the hell is he talking about? Did he say after he met Korra, he was living with the drug dealers? Was he living with the drug dealers with Korra? What?
And their temple. And now I'm living in a hostel with drug dealers to pursue my wife's dreams. That's why we moved here. We moved to LA for her dreams.
Wait, he was living in LA with drug dealers? Y'all, oh Lord, I gotta read the book, y'all. I know I'm behind, but golly, he moved to the States and was living in the hostels in LA with Korra? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And I was fully on board with it, And it definitely.
Do they even have hostels here? I mean, I know they do. That's popular over in other countries, but do they have hostels here? Chanel said it sounds like a damn shelter. Exactly. That sounds like a damn shelter to me. I don't know about no hospital. That sounds like a damn shelter.
It worked. It definitely, I did everything in my power to never let her give up on her dream. She tried to give up on several instances. I remember several times throughout the marriage, she was so frustrated with not making money that she'd want to drive for Uber, or she'd want to go work at a clothing store or be a waitress. And I would just say, no.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Super Leo lady said he beat her and called her racist names, pushed her into a bush at a party. None of the people would tell the police what happened. Now, I know about the hitting and pushing her into the bush and calling her cunt, the B word, and whore, and those. But he called her the racist name too? He called her the N-word? Girl, say it ain't so. Did he call her the N-word? Because I was wondering that today. I said, I wonder, has he ever called her the N-word? Girl, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
Back to you from your dream. And so getting a job that pays minimum wage is just going to take up your time, and it's not like our bills are not paid. So why would we decrease the amount of time that you have to work on your craft? So I always adamantly said, don't get a job. Like, I pay all the bills. Make the plan literally was for her to get a major contract or really get it off the ground. And then while she was in the peak of her career, I would just travel with her and be her manager and take care of everything she needed. So I was completely devoted to helping her achieve everything that she wanted to achieve. And I did that. I did help. I was there every single day filming. I was there every single day editing photos. I was there every single day coming up with content ideas. I was there every day in her corner, supporting her, loving her, and just being a cheerleader for her, because I was in love. That's just who I am. That's what I do. That's what I do with my kids. And that's what I do for anybody I love. So I truly dedicated my all, everything I had, my energy, my intellect, my finances, my spirit, my body, to propelling her forward so that she could accomplish what she wanted to accomplish. And it was like I put just as much energy into her dreams as I did my own. And after a time, which I will never do again, our entire family structure was centered around her social media needs. And it's like I really went above and beyond to try to always make her happy. I remember many occasions like that I would work a 10-hour day, and she was, at home with June and just miserable because she was at home with June and she wanted to be out. So after a 10-hour day, I would watch June and tell her to go out salsa dancing, and she would do this once a week. Once a week, I would, and I was always busy at that time, like literally 10-hour days, because I was trying to.
But even if she wanted to go salsa dancing one day out of the week, what's wrong with that? Hell, it's 7 days in a week. If she wanted to go salsa dancing one day out of the week, is that something wrong with that? What?
Pay off my student loans. I was trying to get us financially solvent and get us financially in a stable place so that we could buy a home. So I worked a lot. And then when I came home, she would want to go out, and I would watch June, and she would go out and party or whatever she did until 4 and 5 in the morning. And
now that's a little disrespectful, 4 and 5 in the morning. But is he lying, y'all? I mean, I wasn't following the story back then. Is he telling the truth? Do tell.
Be up with June, feeding her, whatever was necessary, while she went out and did what she needed to do. And then I'd get up at 7 or 8 in the morning and do the process again. So I was very sleep deprived, very tired all the time. And I really dedicated 5 years of my life to making sure that she was happy, making sure that she accomplished what she
Everybody's saying he's a liar from the pit of hell.
wanted, and she did accomplish it all. And what did she do once she accomplished it?
She was panhandling. Damn.
And I'm not going to go into the negative details of what she did or what I did, because we're divorced. None of that matters anymore. It really does.
But if none of it matters, what the fuck is he talking about it for after the divorce? Why is he talking about it? He makes it seem like Korra came out and laid everything out on the ground. He's been talking about what happened in the marriage the whole damn time. But he's been quiet for 2 years, y'all. But this video is 42 weeks old.
Like, it really doesn't matter anymore. Because at the end of the day, if I go online, just start bashing her, it's and continuing to bash her, it's just not going to look good on my character. Am I perfect? No. And it's just not something. I just don't want it to continue to be a back and forth for the duration of my little girls' lives. And that was what I've been trying to avoid for a really long time. A really long time. And it's really, really, like, it really hurts me, the person that I spent so much of my life trying to build up and just fill that need, that deep, solid need that she had to be this international famous artist, that, it just hurts me that she would turn around, see an opportunity, because the opportunity was there, to try to destroy my life at personal income of herself.
He's hurt. He said it hurts me, but he's given a false reason of why he's hurt. That man is hurt because Korra left. He did not think Korra would leave. He probably used to threaten her a lot, like these narcissistic people do. But he didn't think that she was going to leave, and that he's hurt, y'all. This man is hurt. This man is butt ass hurt. Do you hear me? He's hurt.
It just really was. It was really hurtful, and I want to show you guys something here. I need to. So, I mean, it's really sad, but it is what it is. Do I still love her? No, you can't. You cannot do what you cannot just try to destroy a person's life for over 1.5 years and still be in love with that person.
This man is a liar.
So, but this is what I wanted to show you guys. She's online crying wolf that I'm trying to steal her money. I'm trying to.
I thought he was supposed to be. Listen, y'all. I thought the man was supposed to be talking about how good of a husband he is. Y'all, but now he's talking about she's online saying this. What?
She's always talking about how she is poor single mother, struggling to feed her children. But if you look at this is her Facebook income for 1 month.
This man,
$85,000 for one.
This man showed her income from Facebook. And the thing about it is she probably was making money like that while they were together. And that's why he mad, child. Hell, if my husband was making $85,000 a month and he left my black ass, I'd be mad too. Shit, I'm coming to the internet and I'm crying and doing everything else. You hear me? I'm a dog his ass out too. 85,000, and I know somebody else getting that shit. Girl, I'm trying to tell you, I'm about to throw all kinds of fists up in here. Justin, I'd be mad, damn it, too. You hear me? Justin mad because he ain't a part of that 80, and it ain't 85, it's 83.9, but you might as well say 85 because that's a good piece of change. You hear me? Hell, he mad because he ain't seeing that money no more. You hear me? Hell no.
Tarnishing my name. There's her name, Chuku Funaya, Anita Dean. $85,000 in 1 month of trashing me.
Let me go back to the dates. You said it was why they was married. I don't think so. Let's go back to the dates. Hold on.
There's her name, Chuku Funaya, Anita Dean. $85,000.
Hold on. Shit.
In
Let me get the date. Hold on. I think it was 2022. They got divorced April of 2022.
This
is November 2022, November the 1, 2022 to November 30th of 2022. So they were divorced. They were already divorced.
her Facebook income for 1 month.
Now, let me ask you this. Did she make money like this while they were married? Because, girl, this is what he mad at, y'all. This is what he mad at. Now, she started making more money after they were divorced, right? Or was she making this type of money while they were married? Tell me. Let me know.
$85,000 for 1 month of tarnishing my name. There's her name, Chuku Funaya, Anita Dean. $85,000 in 1 month of trashing me. So I shouldn't even be making this video. This will be used against me in court. But it is just...
Exactly, Latrice. I want to know, too, how was he able to get her Facebook? How was he able to see how much she made? He signed in and was able to show that. So he had access to her money still after the damn divorce? What the fuck, Korra? He still had access to show how much she makes? How?
It is a tragedy to humanity that someone that could do so much for you, you turn your back on them and try to destroy their life. It is a tragedy to humanity. It is an injustice, and
she had to show it to the judge, and he showed it to everybody else. She said separated in April 2022. She said her divorce was final April 2022. He got hold of that because she had to show income to the judge.
I'm really questioning humanity right now because you're all there sitting and believing it because if she said it, so it must be true. So I can categorically say that everything she said about my character is false, and I've proven and won
exactly, Marley,
time and time again. But it doesn't matter because the headlines are the headlines, and she's just doing this for money. She's making this shit up all.
All right, so Deanne said that she said he stole her phone and took pictures of her financial statements. Okay. Okay.
Money. She starts seeing the money. She starts seeing when she talks badly about me, it makes thousands and thousands of dollars a video. So she does it more and more and more all the time. So I've now defended my own character. I have now defended my own peace of mind. And I don't intend on talking about this subject again. I am not going to come on here and bash my ex and say all the horrible, horrible things that she did in our marriage.
Now, this was 42 weeks ago that he said he's not going to talk about it no more, and he's not going to bash her and say all the horrible things that she did in the marriage. He said it's 42 weeks ago. You know, the 42 weeks ago when he was quiet. This is his being quiet, you guys. This is him being quiet.
Over. I need to think about the kids and moving forward. And right now, what she's doing is destroying my little girl's future.
Yeah, he missing that ass. He missing that money too.
I'll see you later.
Let me tell you something. This was 42 weeks ago. That boy is hurt and dangerous. You hear me? Hurt and dangerous. That joker said, I'm not going to, this is the last time I'm going to talk about it. I ain't going to come back and say nothing else. And here we go today. Here we go today, you guys. I broke down the video that he did today earlier of him calling her all types of evil. That was earlier, you guys. He did the video, the first one I broke down, that was today. But 42 weeks ago, he said the same thing. But do he not see? Hold on, I'm sorry. Do he not see he's turning into a roly-poly? He looked like a big old roly-poly right about now. Somebody say his haircut says a lot. Okay. Don't you dare, girl. Don't you dare. Did you see the incitement? This man, why we think he has something to do with her being attacked. He knows people are crazy. Yes. He's a crybaby. Like when you say, did you see the incitement? What do you mean? Oh, you mean the incitement? He's telling people to strike her page. Is that what you're talking about? Ken Joe, let me know. He is dangerous. Yes, Miss D. He's a narcissistic injury. He has a narcissistic injury. Girl, a narcissistic injury and a broken heart, girl. That's the only way he makes money on Facebook, by talking about her. Exactly. I believe that this man is living in a prison in his own mind. Yes, he is. He's punishing himself. He's punishing himself. This is absolutely ridiculous. He's punishing himself. Everything that he's saying he's not going to do, he's doing it. I'm not coming out here to bash her. Yes, you are. I'm not trying to hurt her. Yes, you are. I'm not trying to smear her name. Yes, you are. I'm not trying to turn our girls against her. Yes, you are. I'm not harassing her. Yes, you are. Listen, she got something on her hands. You hear me? The man said that the girl came over, they did some type of educational video, and he ain't dropped that educational video yet. You hear me? He ain't dropped it yet. Why he ain't dropped the educational video yet? This man's still worried about what happened to him 2 years ago. 2 years ago, y'all. 2 years ago. He's so hurt. You know? He's still sitting down, looking old as he want to look. This is him today. Just look at the picture. Looking old as he want to look. This man is looking old as he want to look. Look at the difference in 1 year. Not even a year yet. It hasn't even been a year. July make it a year. It's been 42 weeks from that last video we just saw to today. He's looking horrible. This man needs to stop. He is self-destructing himself. Why these men that be worried about these old ass relationships looking old all of a sudden? They make it down. Was the coochie that good? Shit. Was the coochie that good? This man is making himself sick. He cannot even move on. Does he have any real friends? Why his friends ain't telling him, dude, you looking bad. You need to move on. He does look like a different person. He looking broke down, busting his head. Let me tell you, he looking sad, to be honest with you. He's looking sad. Sad. He does look older than 40. She said he laughed my ass off. He doing exactly what he said he wouldn't do. Exactly. I'm not coming over here to bash her. Well, let me just bash her right quick. Come on. He absolutely do need to get some help. And you know who's hindering him? His supporters. The ones that's telling him, you're doing the right thing. Keep speaking your mind. Keep doing this. They are hindering him. Okay? They are hindering him. They making him look bad out here in these social media streets. But he'll be back tomorrow. But before we get off of here, y'all, hold on just 1 second. Let's find out where she at, because this is going to determine whether or not he going to come back on here tomorrow acting a plum fool. Hold on 1 second. This is going to determine, oh, Lord Jesus. Look, y'all. Look, y'all. We are at 51,135. 51,000. Y'all think he coming back on here tomorrow acting a fool? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Is he coming back? Kenjo say, oh, he coming. Is he coming back, y'all? Will he be back tomorrow acting a fool? Because he watching this. You best believe he knows how much money she has on this GoFundMe. Will he be back tomorrow? Everybody say, yup, yup, yup. She said, yes, good coochie in hair and money. He would never be the same. Girl, he must have been getting good coochie, good head, and good money. He messed up for life. Latrice said he messed up for life. For life. Just as soon as the sun rises. He's hurt. He's coming back. He'll be back tomorrow. You guys are, Lord forbid if he gets to damn 70,000. He'll act a damn nut. You guys are the most dumbest, stupidest, craziest people ever. Give her your money. All she needs is $5,000. She's scamming y'all. Give her your money. She's a beggar. Oh my God. But he didn't have a problem with her begging because somebody put in the comments that she used to panhandle for them. He didn't have a problem begging when they was together, but now that she's asking for help after the marriage, now he got all types of problems with it. Boy, get the F out of here with that shit. Okay? Anyway, y'all, I done been on almost 4 hours. I love y'all to death. Thank y'all for showing up for my commentary. Thank you for the ones that sent super chat. Tinkers, Candy Girl, Grace, and Lynn. And somebody else sent me a cash app. Hold on, let me see if I got it. Somebody sent it because I heard it. Let me see. Somebody sent it. Her name is, who is it? Deanne, thank you so much. She says the best content. Coke money. Thank you so much, girl. You know I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Listen, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. We will be back tomorrow. To break down more content. Thank y'all so much. If y'all want to bless me, I'm going to put my cash app right here. I'm going to drop it for you guys. Oh, shit. I almost forgot what it was. This is my cash app. If you guys want to bless me for this content that I'm breaking down, because y'all know I'm going to keep coming back and breaking down more content about this deranged Looney Tune. Okay? That's it right there. If you guys want to bless me, y'all can hit me on my cash app. Anything will help. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. Y'all have a good night. And yes, I will be coming back for bingo. For anybody that wants to know, I will be coming back for bingo. But give me about 20 minutes to put something in my belly, okay? I know it's late, but I need something in my belly. All right? She said, have a good one, sis. Thank you so much. And listen, for everybody that's new, please, please, please subscribe to my page. I do appreciate you guys' support. Thank y'all so very much. And I will be back tomorrow. Love y'all. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up on the way out. Bye now.